stream! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's 2 p.m. and of course this tournament starts at 2 p.m. and not at noon. And no streamer of this Back to Warcraft team was online at noon to cast for you. No, that didn't happen at all. Hello, welcome to the grand finale of China versus Korea versus Europe with the coronation of either Team China or Team Korea.
That is absolutely correct. It's been a pretty epic back and forth in this tournament. You know, we started off with Korea and Europe looking really strong, China kind of taking a backseat, but then week 3 especially, and also week 4, China has been looking really strong. So now the field is tightly packed together. Unfortunately, yesterday we found out that Europe cannot take first place anymore. Despite Happy's all kill, it happened a bit too late. Too many maps were lost, and hence Europe is going to be relegated to second or third. Depends on what exactly the result's going to look like. But China or Korea, one of them's going to win today. South Korea can afford more losses. We'll find out what it's going to look like in the end.
Exactly. This is the standing currently. Korea is 4-3. Europe is done with all the games, 4-4. And China is 3-4. So if you can do the math, ladies and gentlemen, if you can add 1 to the score, you can see that either Korea wins and then they take the title no matter what the score is, and they go 5-3, and China is 3-5 and Europe is 4-4. That's a clean pack in order. But if China wins, we got 3 teams with 4-4. And how would we possibly break that tiebreaker, Remo Demo?
Yeah, in that case, things get a little bit more complicated, because then the secondary win condition comes into play, which is the map differential. Maps won to maps lost. And in that case, we have, fortunately, admins helping us with clarity here. If China wins 4-0, they take first, Europe second. If China wins 4-1, they take first. Europe and Korea are tied for second. 4-1, they're tied for second, in which case there would be a tiebreaker match, Europe versus Korea, best of 5, apparently. If China wins 4-2, it's China first, Korea second, Europe third. And this is kind of nasty, if China wins 4-3, they will still not take first. Korea will still be first place because of the map difference. So that would be kind of the saddest outcome if today they win and they still end up losing in the grand scheme of things.
This is what you have to keep in mind, everybody. Remo Demo broke it down for you. And of course, we gotta discuss the lineup. Who's playing and who's playing first is the question. This week, week 4, we got Infi, Fortitude, Colorful, and Fly for Team China, and Moon, Sock, Focus, and Remind for Team Korea. Who would you seed first, Mr. Remo Demo? And who's gonna take it in the end?
Yeah, I think what matters most today is not scoring the most points, but, trying to win just in general, with the exception of the 4-3. So you want to, I think the map is predetermined, and then you have to see the player on it. You want to have your strongest weapons ready for last. Moon looked insanely good, for example, before Colorful looked insanely good. But tell you what, Colorful's being seeded first because our first map is already starting. Colorful versus Focus. Gonna kick off the day.
Concealed Hill. Both former Lao Pao Esports Club players, but former teammates become enemies now in the China versus Korea team war. We got support from you guys. Thank you, Victor Nazar, with €1. Just €1 to cheer you up before the stream. Welcome to Iowa with the gifted sub, and get him with the 17-month sub for the boys. Do it now. All right. I think we have to obey. I still have to do some stuff here for the intro, for the overlay. But then we're ready. Colorful versus Focus to open up the match.
Yes, sir, indeed. Concealed Hill. By now, a classic, a staple of the competitive scene. The map that has seen play in almost every matchup tends to be quite balanced indeed, with the exception perhaps of Human, who tend to have a tough time here. But in Night Elf versus Orc, we've seen it aplenty. And I wouldn't even really say this is a Night Elf favorite map, but I would say out of the maps currently actively played, this is one of the more comfortable maps for Night Elves, it seems like, especially with Keeper. As we know, it's all about leveling, and the Keeper here, if he has a good early game, can level quite well.
We'll see how this goes, and of course we're gonna take a look at the Blade Master and the Keeper, who's gonna get the staff, and if you want to play aggressive with it, because we got the good old Keeper Mass Tier Hunts, Mass Tier Hunts, that's the star-shaped thing, Mass Tier 1 apparently. Blade Master rushing across, harassing immediately. Let's see if Colorful grew up in a circus and is able to juggle these workers around. So far, so good.
Blade Master here playing the fast tech, no creeping, no heal salves, so he can be annoying here a bit, but can't really commit too hard. Taking damage will be very hard to recover from, even with fountains on this map. That will result in some downtime. The tech is going to be nice and quick because of it, and I like Colorful's choice here of not going Treants first, because if he goes Treants, the Grunt's going to be activated, and that one's going to harass as well. So Colorful displaying patience makes sure that the Grunt has to stay very passive.
Alright, if you play this style of Colorful, of course, you want an expansion, and to chop that down, the Blade Master is roaming already, doesn't see anything, so huge tech advantage for Focus, and the big question is, what will he make of it? Keeper sharking around.
He committed to the Entangle. He thought he would get the Grunt, but it turned nighttime and he doesn't have Ultra Vision yet. He lost Vision, the Grunt made it safely back home. That was a close call, dude. That was like 100 range in the end, saving the Grunt perhaps. And now, having no Treants to creep is a bit annoying, but once you get a couple of Huntresses out, creeping can continue.
Blade Master finds the Keeper, staff, goes to the Night Elf, that's big, as there's nothing in the north to staff on for the Blade, as we see the Tree of Life is coming up, so this is some 2020 gameplay by Colorful, where, of course, he was most successful, winning WGL in that patch, but Focus has a good idea and goes north with his runs. Not respecting a possible entangle there.
But there's a Tetley staff ready. Oh, I think Focus is playing this wonderfully here just from game sense. He's trying to check with the Grunt, see what's going on, but he's also aware of the danger. Of course, he's checking for APs at the same time. But Colorful might be the least tricky player in this matchup. Very rare to see APs if we ever see them. And, you know, not too eventful of an early game. Hardly any creeping, both heroes to level 1. But with the Tree of Life coming up this early, it might not even look too bad for Colorful. That being said though, Focus also had a fast tech and is quickly making use of that tier 2 upgrade.
Yeah, and of course for him the most important stuff is coming up at tier 2. The carry is for once not gonna be the Blade Master, but the Shadow Hunter, you know it. Now his Blade Master got the staff, can go north for the tree. This is at least gonna be some damage done and some forced tree to be eaten. He also got a circlet. Let's see how much wood a woodchuck can chuck, if a woodchuck can chuck wood.
Oh yeah, this is a big moment here. The great thing about this opening for the Orc is there's also stuff to creep for the Shadow Hunter. The green camp's there, the Ogre camp is there, would be a fast level 2, but Focus must be wondering, where is your Keeper? Why is my Blade Master not getting entangled? So Focus still has to be wary of a possible attack here coming soon.
Colorful now repairing. Here's the Shadow Hunter. Keeper, as he said, trying to steal this away. Keeper gets the last hit. Now Treants are available. Blade Master is back with 50% and trying to find some space for the SH to let them snakes grow.
Yeah, nice little steal there. Level 2 for the Keeper. And he got the claws. It's not huge claws, but some bonus damage is good. Also keeping it away from the Blade. Shadow Hunter is still a good amount of experience, and it's all about experience. A fast level 3 Shadow Hunter is the defensive force you need to hold against hunts, maybe even go for a push. And once you get level 4, the Shadow Hunter really starts to take over oftentimes. And again, it comes back to the opening here. Shadow Hunter can creep very safely a quick level 2. Despite the fact that one creep was stolen, go for the turtles next. That's level 2. Build up your army. And you can creep the natural right after, I suppose.
Was about to say, and then you go for the counter expansion. Blade Master still has a task to counter steal some creeps, put some pressure on the tree, and then take care of the entangled gold mines. So far, so good. Quite some damage, quite some mana force, quite some time. But he wants that Overseer, but the owl gives him detection. This is a bit stressful for Colorful, and of course smooth sailing for Focus, who is doing exactly as he said and creeps his bottom right.
Yeah, good space creation here by the Blade Master, slowing down the creep by a lot, but also Colorful, I want to say. Played around it really well, didn't give up any experience. We see clear evidence on the Blade. He is at literally 0. This blade is not going to be a very important factor. Oh, but here comes the keeper staffing across the map. He's ready with some treants. But he's only level 2. The shaman are ready. So, don't think he's going to be able to do too much here.
Nope. He moves home. Just a bit of time that he bought there as well. Overseer is gone. Shadowhunter gets the talisman. Not that great, but could be great for illusions later if we reach the ultra late game. So, Counter Expansion is the name of the game. Alchemist is the name of the game. And Grumpy Dennis is the name of our latest sub. Thank you for 28 months.
I love Thorgrim's Blade Master play this game. Very sacrificially, of course. I mean, he finally got some XP, but still not level 2. But he's scouting so well. He's always making sure he knows where his opponent might be coming from. Entangle Acid Bomb. That can hurt, but only level 1 Entangle. Blade Master will need to get healed pretty soon. Into Windwalk he goes. Heal Salve applied. Over to the shop. This will be the perfect time for a heal scroll. Goes, however, instead for an Invul Potion. And right now, the Hunters are still pretty good. The Serpent Wards are not quite level 3 yet. Needs a bit more.
Oh man, 2 hunts about to fall here. Needs these kills, needs the levels. Now level 3. And that should be the end for Huntress down the road. Blade though! The heal wave just a tad too late. And the blade goes down. Only level 1. Of course, Serpent Wards take care of a hunt. As I said, with the Serpent Wards level 2, usually their time is over. But maybe Focus's time is over. Getting caught with his pants down, more units falling. This is quite brutal on the back of expansions, of course.
Hold on, though. Serpent Ward still very good. Shadowhunter here next to the shop. Next heal wave saves that shaman. A bit more mana is there. And the blade, remember, was only level 1. He's going to be back very soon. The Rife process has been started. And Colorful doesn't have much left. Of course, almost a surround on the Keeper, vanilla style. Barely gets away. The shaman does die in the end. Staff back on the Keeper. If Colorful can get an Expo cancel here, this is still a win for him. But he's got hardly any units right now.
Close affair. New Hunters streaming in as well as Grunts and Raiders. Shadowhunter wants these Serpent Wards out. Hunt gone. Can the heroes do it all by themselves? I kind of question that. But Colorful was better in math at school than I was and gets the expansion cancel. Nicely done. Once again, we gotta ask at what cost. But at the moment, Colorful still seemed to be a bit dominant here and now got heal spray.
Yeah, huge moments here. That one shaman going down, that Blade Master going down, might just be enough to win this game in the end. Cloak of Shadows from the shadow needs to get away from the trees, as the Huntresses can reveal now. Shadowhunter running away, he's got some healing, we'll need to use it soon. Another Grunt falls though, and Colorful now seems to be really running away with this game. The expansion is paying off, and he got that crucial cancel.
Blade Master still chasing that Keeper. Of course, no critical strike, everything is calculatable. And Hunts, they know exactly what the plan is. All the peons here, they will be slaughtered by the bouncing attacks. Keeper is safe even without using the TP. And Focus in dire straits now.
In a 1-base, 2-base situation like this, the game is not hopeless. Sometimes the Orc can still do it, but he needs strong heroes for it. The Shadowhunter is looking kind of strong, but the Blade is really not holding his own at all at the moment. That one Blade Master loss, dude. That one Blade Master loss, I think, is going to be the devastating blow. The heal wave, which was just a split second too late, still displays how good these players are. I really think this was a really close call. Both players playing really, really well, but especially the Orc side. When you make one mistake, you slip once, it can quickly fall apart. Is there still a chance here? Can the Serpent Wards still do it? We'll see.
Kodo coming in for a snack. One hunt falls. Every XP point matters here for finally the crit or even mirror image. Fighting into 2 Serpent Wards now. Kodo did eat. 3 supply gone. Hero focus. Colorful is blocking himself a little bit. Purges and snare. Backstab. Goes on. And Colorful does not have a TP no more. So that's his carry down. Alchemist solo experience up to level 3. But Focus not giving up the fight and doing damage here.
Absolutely critical amount of damage being dealt. So many hunts are going down. But there's no counter expansion coming still. Colorful sees this. He knows he has to just hold. But hold right now without a Keeper is tough. Keeper's being revived. But it's going to take quite some time.
Oh, Clarity being cancelled by the reinforcements. Kodo in the middle of it all. Serpent Wards about to expire or be killed. This is going to be problematic without the piercing damage.
Wants to take out the Tree of Life, but the Tree of Life is gone. The advantage is gone. This is the only lifeline for Colorful. The expansion play, the heroes for the Orc are now starting to get out of control. One hero kill gives the lead to Colorful. The next hero kill gives the lead to Focus. What a game to start off our final. Both players here playing really, really well. I want to state again. And the expansion falls, and Focus with a desperate push makes it work. And all of a sudden, he's looking very favorable.
Dude, the courage of Focus to not tap out before, but just try one last time and then put up this hell of a fight. Extraordinary Warcraft displayed, as you said. So not only is the expansion gone, also the second engine of war is gone. Tech, of course, underwhelming at only tier 2. No archers either. Colorful, bit stubborn with the hunts, maybe. And yeah, this is all Focus's game from here on out, if he doesn't do any mistakes.
Yeah, normally when Nioh loses the expansion, the plan B, which is a bit desperate, is to go tier 3. Colorful won't do that though. He's trying to expand again. New Tree of Life. He had the resources. That takes a long time until it's ready. About 3 minutes. That's enough time for Focus to live to his heart's content here on Concealed Hill. He can creep now a ton. He's gonna get the red camp in the middle, and perhaps if he wants, he can also open up fountains soon, which orcs always enjoy. Who doesn't like a nice day at the spa?
Me!
Well, you're a special case, Neo. We all know that.
Aw, thank you very much that you call me special. It's so lovely. Not so special is the command aura. I got the Kodo anyway, so this will go to the shop. And I'm really curious how Colorful wants to turn this around now. Doesn't need any sappers at the moment. Expansion here, bottom right-hand side, just started. And as you said before, Colorful knows it. He got the owl eyes here. And on the upper left-hand side, there's another try by Colorful. And Focus should also be very aware of that. So my guess is we stay at one base, one base.
Colorful will certainly find the cancel here, but he hasn't been finding many level ups lately. In addition to that, of course, the Nioh heroes scale way worse than the Orc heroes do, with the Blade Master finally getting his levels. He's level 3. Does he have mirror image? No, he doesn't. For once. But the Shadowhunters are looking especially strong. Mana potion for him also is wonderful. And once the Shadow gets level 5, it's hard to fight that voodoo fella.
Yeah, you need archers and some prayers, I guess. Nice little decoy by Focus. As long as Colorful moves across the map and takes care of the Great Hall, he can creep. And oh boy, is he charging up. 3.4, 4.7. This is looking pretty good in the hero department for Focus.
Oh, keeper caught. That's a TP for free. And if this game turns into a base race kind of style, this might be relevant. Because I really don't see Colorful having a chance in the fight.
No.
You can see his army's already moving out for a possible counterattack. Yeah, it's Mass Hunts. It's Mass Hunts against the Shadowhunter who's about to be level 5. Colorful has to play hit and run over and over.
Yeah, this can still destroy a base rather quickly if there's no... Okay, there is reinforced defenses, and the peons should be used with the bro, but there's no tower or anything, so it's gonna be problematic. Vamp Aura, nice to have on a Blade Master. Colorful still struggling to get some XP done. No level 5 hero, which at this point of the game might be necessary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Colorful has a tough task here ahead of him. Can't win a fight at the moment, so like I said, hit and run normally should be the go-to. Vision here is also very important. We got some sentries and some owls, or I should say sentinels, for Colorful. So he's got the vision advantage at the moment. I'm sure Focus would love to have a witch doctor somewhere, but he doesn't really have the supply capacity. So once again, we're going towards the expansions. Tree of Life hasn't paid off at all yet. Nice timing by Focus. But the Great Hall might also be cancelled.
I think that's fine. As long as it's one base, the Orc is in an okay state. And that's exactly what he gets. He does have pillage, by the way. So he's even getting resources from destroying these buildings. Bye-bye. Only Treant's taking care of this Great Hall, and the Blade Master's staffing back. Okay, still, with the reinforcements of Hunts, there shouldn't be a chance. They were in the main before, did some damage there. And the Shadowhunter, right around the corner. I feel like there's a fight brewing.
Yeah, I'm sure Focus would love to take a fight. He just got the level 5 from the Treants. And that is possibly a massacre. Colorful has a TP to get out if necessary. No scrolls on him. The only thing he can bank on is good upgraded, well upgraded Huntresses. Better upgraded than the Raiders by far. But this Shadowhunter, dude. This Shadowhunter with a 50 damage Snicks. Now, ready to engage.
And the big mana potion. Let's not forget about that. This is like 15 snakes or something. And Colorful sees there shouldn't be a chance, really. He got his objective, that was the stronghold. But of course he lost his Tree of Life trying that again. I'm not too sure how Colorful wants to maneuver himself out of that chokehold. He's trying again and again and again with that Expo, but I don't see Focus slipping and allowing this.
Yeah, Focus should send out some scouts. Again, like the Witch Doctor would be perfect. I like the towers in the base already. And now he's camping at the expansion, hoping perhaps it's going to finish. But I think especially a TP might be a wise addition. But if he's playing passive and just staying at home, I guess he doesn't need one. Focus now going into upkeep for the first time in a while. Colorful doing the same. Colorful has the bigger bank, but the weaker late game army.
Both breaking upkeep, as you said. Heal scroll, protection scroll, invul potion. But I'm curious that there's no transition by Colorful at all. Like, at some point, there must be archers, usually. Or you just try to dodge your opponent the entire time and go for a base race. But looking at this base, Focus is way too prepared for a Huntress attack.
Yeah, it looks like Focus is now in a great position indeed. Blade Master had a tough start, but now he's level 4. And can also start to use these mirror images for a bit of scouting. We have the hunts at the lab. Some Zeppelin play shenanigans. Some lame strats, I think at this point, are the only chance really for Colorful. Especially if the Great Hall finishes. Which it seems like it will.
Colorful seemed to have a dispute with the shop owner here at the lab. Didn't get a discount and didn't buy anything. No Zapper. No Zeppelin. It was a bit odd. And a Wyvern is here at the upper left. Who cares about a Tree of Life if you can't get the Entangled up? But Alchemist is also here to defend, but giving more space and time to Focus.
Main base is not long for this world. If Colorful can somehow win the next fight, make use of his map control and expand in the middle, there might be a chance to do it. But especially looking at these Orc heroes, it is gonna be one hell of a task. Focus has still one more little weakness. That's the upgrades. Those are still not looking good on the Grunts and Raiders, but he's working on them. Second armor upgrade coming now. Could then get an attack upgrade perhaps after, as finally his expansion will start mining.
Alright, Town Portal acquired 2, plus a heal scroll, invul potion, mirror image, so not even Entangle Acid Bomb should do too much. Second negotiations with the laboratory, still nothing. I'm curious that, what's he doing there? What's he planning?
Gotta send in Idris Elba, like in that plane hijack series. He was a top negotiator. Seems like Colorful so far hasn't displayed that skill. One great skill of the Raiders is taking out buildings. Focus again in a position to take out the Tree of Life. There's no way this one's going to be saved. Colorful has to get the return across the map.
I have no idea what you just talked about, but alright. These... Oh, wait a minute. Is that another TP too early?
Yeah, it's a little early. A little too early for sure.
Ooh, Acid Bomb on Peons is working great. Both sacrifice the TP, and both expansions still stand.
I wonder if Focus miscalculated, or he just primarily was concerned with saving his own expansion.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands, both naturals are still up and running, ready to mine. And yes, hit and run clearly is the goal here for Colorful. That is the right choice. He might be even in supply, but not even in army strength anymore. Huntresses are good for that task. But we finally have the archer transition you were yelling for.
I wasn't yelling.
Colorful wants to finally get ready for a real fight.
Calm and collected, I'm sitting here. By the way, thank you, chat. Colorful is checking if Focus gets the Zeppelin. That's a very good point. Well done. I was just testing you. So Focus is testing Colorful's base now.
Ancient of War gonna fall. The Tree of Life is kind of exposed. Tree of Age is over here. Raiders going for it right away. No Wisps at home for repair. This is also giving some good cash for focus. Puts him perhaps in a bad position with the backline Shaman here so exposed, but he has a TP to get out if he really wants.
I feel like he can brute force this, can he not? There's no repair by Colorful at all. Ancient of War also goes down. Tree of Ages falling in his second, and then you can just TP out. Yep. Wait, he's taking the fight against the Moonworlds. So confident in the level 3 snakes.
This is level 5 Mezil Kree Neo. Don't you doubt Mezil Kree. We got the snakes coming one by one. And the Blade Master's finally carrying his weight. Don't know if he is actually. With only one circle, he's still not looking too strong. But the Shadow Hunter certainly is. Mana Potion use, Clarity running. So much mana, so much juice. So many kills as well. It is an absolute bloodbath. One Hunter's falling after the next. The Raiders are now nice and tanky with the armor upgrade. And the Scourge Bone Times, by the way, for a bit of healing here and there, also quite glorious. And Focus is clearly winning this fight. Colorful to have a chance, needs to have ults, but he doesn't even have level 5.
No, now he does, but that doesn't do too much. It's a multi-kill level 6 on the Shadow Hunter. We all know the real ult is Heal Wave level 3, but we don't see that. Focus! Map number 1 for Korea. That makes them 3 steps away from the championship.
And this was a big deal, this first map win, dude. Every map here is one step closer, and not to forget, even if Korea loses by 4-3, they will still win in the end. Really good game, I think. Both players playing really well, showing all their strength in this matchup. We had some hero kills, deciding a lot in the mid game, giving the favor once to Colorful, then to Focus. But Focus brings it home with, I really think, a strong performance. Shows again that he can be really strong in this matchup.
Well, well, well. We got Fortitude, Fly, and Infi still in for Team China. And yeah, you were right. A 4-3 win isn't enough. So all that Korea needs is 3 maps. And so it's not 1/4 of the way done, but 1/3 of the way done.
Yes, sir. 2 more wins needed. Moon still waiting in the wings. Sok still waiting in the wings. Also been looking really strong. Just Lin, not part of the team at the moment. He only played in week 1 and 2. Then want to give a chance to the other boys as well. So who are we going to seed next? Now, strategy, seeding-wise, has to come into play. Who has the best chance against Focus of this lot?
In a mirror match, I don't see Fly standing a chance, to be honest.
Me neither.
Not really, right? I mean, 40 versus Focus is kind of a classic, similar to Colorful. Also, both players of LP Club. And back in GSL days, they were facing each other every single time. So I could definitely see a 40. Do you want to save him for later? I don't know. And Infi, with his expansion Undead style, if that's what he's still playing, Focus is gonna destroy him. So best chance would be Fortitude.
What is Infi playing at the moment, by the way?
I wouldn't know. As if I'm observing the scene or anything. I no clue what Infi is doing. He should be going back to human, of course.
We didn't see him in the previous game this week. China versus Europe. Their Infi was not needed. Curious. So you still need someone who can beat Moon. You still need someone who can beat Sok.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the answer to all of that is Fortitude. Isn't it?
It kind of is.
Yeah. I would say maybe there's a chance of Infi's unconventional undead Garg style could be a threat to Moon on a weaker Moon day. He would do the right adjustments on a good Moon day, but you know, we never know if it's Moon 100%, 110%, maybe sometimes 75%. You never know the percent.
Yeah, so China kind of has to think about, like, how do I put this? One player has to be ignored already, because winning 4-3 isn't enough. So you have to win with 3 players today.
Yep.
So who's the weakest player?
Fly.
Fly or Infi. You have to think without them.
Yep. Fly can always surprise, of course, and he did kind of well in the match versus Europe, where he got the match off of Hawk. And didn't do too bad versus Happy, but still, it's hard, man. It's really hard. It's really hard. I would also say, like, if Remind is a factor here, Infi should also stand a better chance against Remind.
Yeah, Remind so far hasn't been too impressive. Definitely gonna be the weakest link there. Yeah, I think 40 is your trump card. Ace up the sleeve as your third player, which is essentially the last player. And yeah, Fly or Infi. That's the question now. Fly or Infi, who do you see? I think Focus Orc Mirror is too good.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see it Fly. And there also the map advantage doesn't do anything for you. Take Infi and think of all the maps. Infi can play many different races. What's the best map to go to play against Orc?
I don't even know if he offers.
Terna stand as human would be super good if he doesn't boycott human anymore.
I was about to say, that is of course completely correct, Mr. Remo Demo, but this is Infi. Infi is a stubborn man, a very talented, a very gifted man, but he's a very stubborn man. And I could definitely see him going into this match saying, no, I'm not playing human. No, it would make sense, yeah, no. No, I will not do that.
No, human weak. We need 45-second militia. Without that, no chance.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, these humans and their balance talks, eh? Let's not get into this right now, but thank Babidi for the 76-month resub.
Thank you very much. I'm having an eagle's eye on our match lists.
Me too. Because you never know when a Remo Demo would miss the start of like Starbuck vs. Moon or something.
Yeah, the admins are keeping us on our toes because sometimes there's a 3-minute delay.
Yep.
And sometimes there's no delay at all.
Yep.
So we gotta be quick like cats.
Exactly. Later tonight, by the way, 7 p.m., it is BlizzCon Day. The first in-person BlizzCon since 2019, I think? 2020? Probably 2020. What?
I'm giggling because of the post poll you made on Twitter. Which was pretty funny.
I had a good time. I was asking, will Warcraft 3 be mentioned? And the choices were yes, no, and and won decisively. So yeah, we'll see.
Yep. I think is it 1 hour or 1.5 hours?
You never
like
know
1 hour,
with
right?
these BlizzCon opening nights. It could be an hour. It could be 2.5 hours.
That would be very unexpected. But yeah, let's see if there's something to be cheerful about or if Blizzard manages to, again, really miss the mark. That is something they've been really talented with lately. We have to admit that. And also, admittedly, the game is about to start 2 minutes away. We know who it's going to be, Neo. It's Infi playing Night Elf.
Okay, on
Amazonia. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Amazonia. I want to say something regarding Amazonia, Mr. Remo Demo, because I made a little graphic here. I'm going to send it to you first and then share it with the people, because there's a new War 3 Champions season coming very, very soon. And I'm very certain that we have to make adjustments here for the future. And I am very sure that this is in order. War 3 Champions, remove Amazonia or I riot. Get rid of it, delete it, not only from the pool, but also from the custom game list. Erase it. So this
take out your hard drive, take a little scalpel, and wherever Amazonia was, never again.
Exactly.
It's like the Holocaust and 9/11 put together. Never again. Okay,
Jesus
please.
Christ, that went sideways quickly. But yeah, please, everybody wants Amazonia gone. All my homies hate Amazonia, and this is hopefully the last time I'm gonna see Amazonia. But Infi Night Elf, I don't hate it, man. He's a good Night Elf player with this style versus Orc, with the Mass Tier 1 especially. And Focus was struggling a little bit. Colorful had a chance. Infi can always be a little bit lamer. than everyone else. So I say Infi got a chance, especially on this map.
Yeah. AZ is stupid strong for Keeper. Because you can get level 2 really easily, pick up some items, and normally move on to get level 3 super easy, maybe even find some wards. And then you have full control of the whole map, where the orc can oftentimes do nothing, if the Night Elf is really crisp. How crisp is Infi's standard play gonna be? That's the big question here. The Motherland is relying on him. I'm curious to see if he's gonna be able to deliver.
And let's see if Focus Pocus has some special strats against that. Not too sure if he prepared for exactly that case. Probably not. Was kind of unlikely to see Infi with Night Elf here, but that's of course the X factor that a random player like Infi brings to the table. Makes it hard to prepare for. That's also why Starbuck has been so good for Team Europe. Unlike some other players that were in the lineup. But without further ado, everybody, this is match number 2 in China versus Korea. Korea has the lead, only needs 2 more maps to take home the championship. Infi, upper right hand side. He has to do what Colorful failed to do. And ooh, you are owing, and I'm owing as well.
Yeah.
This is a Demon Hunter.
I was thinking of Colorful, I was thinking of Kaha, and thinking like, you know what? For the right player, Demon Hunter is pretty strong on this map. But not Infi, right? Infi loves Keeper, Infi loves Dominance, Infi loves expanding. But guess what? He's playing Demon Hunter. Which means no hunts, no expansion. Which means no 2-base play. This means 1 base. What else does it mean? Is it Talons? Is it Rides? Is it Bears? Famously, this map is interesting for Talons. It's normally pretty good for the Night Elf heroes, but for the Talons themselves, there is absolutely no room to hide anywhere. There is a wide open space absolutely everywhere. No chokes. You can always connect. So I must say, I am extremely surprised by this Demon Hunter choice.
Yeah, and Focus didn't see it, right? He just pulled the creep camp. He might have now. But he should totally expect the Keeper. Everyone would expect the Keeper. Let's see if this comes as a surprise. No surprise, we got on the other side. Blade Master, Windwalk, creeping with Lightning Shield here, going fast and smooth. And the Gloves of Haste also not too bad. No denies there. Whew, I had to hold my breath for a second. That was close.
That was a bit scary, you know, when you run away and the rogues want to taste a bit more of that Lightning Shield, but gets all of it, indeed. As the tier 2 tech starts. Dude, I'm not sure if I've ever seen Infi play straight up 1-base Talons before.
Me neither. He's definitely not a classic Talon player, that's for sure. This inventory, though, he's a bully of the early game. Circlets, Slippers, Ring of Protection. This is amazing.
Players' forces are under attack.
Super strong items here on the Demon Hunter, which is also a big reason why this map can be so good for Night Elf. Picking up these early items, especially beneficial for strong early game heroes like the Demon Hunter. Oh, Pion block, trying to save the burrow, but not in hold position. Oh. Alright, well, then there goes the burrow.
And with that, Focus is still supply block. Demon Hunter is moving in. Surround by Focus. He can't attack, but if he gets a kill here, that's level 2 finally, as Infi denied a creep before. Oh. Focus does it well, though. Wait. Ooh.
Alright.
Ooh.
Well, okay then. Grunt production has been halted a lot. The one grunt that there is scouting across the map, also interesting. Against Talons, of course, you don't want to have too many grunts normally, but they do help with creeping quite a bit. Staff home, time for the demon to heal, and Focus still wants to find out what is going on. What are you creeping there, buddy bud?
I'm still not convinced Infi's going Talons, man. This looks so odd, but he's not building a Hunter's Hall. Everything screams Ancients of Wind. But why, though?
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of time to think what he was gonna play. He
Yeah.
picked the map, he picked the race, he picked the strat. So he shouldn't be, changing on a dime now. Soon we're gonna have the answer. Tier 2 about to finish. The Blade Masters, the Demon Hunter's back for round 2. He's still looking quite strong.
No immolation, of course, it's evasion, so the peons are safe, but for the fights later, this is, of course, the way better choice. Reveal on the blade won't help the archer, but Infi is quick with his denies. Beastmaster second, and I think it's fair to say this is Talons confirmed.
Yep, we got tier 3 coming. Agents of Wind will follow in a moment. And Infi is actually playing 1 base Talons, dude. What the heckers?
Alright, everybody thought this would be out of the meta, or this is out of the meta, as everybody is playing Dryads or Mass Tier 1, or even Bears see more playtime than Talons, but Infi has always been a very unique person.
And of course also for the Orc, or for the Nile rather, against the Orc, delaying tier 2 buildings is very beneficial. No dispel against Talons for a long time can be quite painful, and Focus is struggling against just these heroes. The level 2 demon with these strong items is a really big threat to go up against. Grunt goes down, albeit denied, but is that going to be the only one?
That's the second one indeed, and no reinforced defenses obviously, as there's no War Mill just yet. Blade Master is in, crit. Mana burn on the Shadow Hunter, but only for 50. Can he block the Beastmaster there? He has no interest in this Beastmaster. He wants the Demon, but Hex doesn't last long enough. Town Portal forced, and the Grunt doesn't go down, but this was a lot of damage done and a lot of time bought for tier 3, Talons, etc.
And only now comes the Torrent Totem. The walkers are gonna take forever.
Forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever?
Yeah, I'm afraid they will. And the creeping continues. Infish is playing a really solid game here.
Yeah, as if he did nothing else in the past 2 weeks and played Talons. It's really impressive. Good timing. Good timing is also the Yayut timing to sub for 86 months. Less than 3. That's an amazing number, my friend. Thank you. Same goes for Telvin 5 for the 61 month. Long time. Indeed. 61 month is a long time.
We even have a couple of Headhunters in the mix. Demon Hunter still getting annoyed by this Hex, but soon he's gonna have a level 2 mana burn. Gonna make things quite a bit more difficult. And whenever the Night is out on the map, ready to creep, before Master Training, you know he had a good early game. That's exactly what Infi is trying to do at the moment. He had a great start so far, just the levels aren't looking that amazing just yet.
Talon Master Training has started. This was the fragile part of Infi's play so far. Blade Master underleveled, Shadow Hunter kinda underleveled, Speed Scroll.
Trying to pick up a few talents before Master Training's done. Gets the one, perhaps a second, but with the mana now out, the Speed Scroll now over this middle, this center belongs to Infi. And with that, the experience and the items. And soon the level 3 Demon Hunter.
Blade Master didn't get the talent, was nicely body blocked by his buddy. Wants the Cobalt now. Did the Demon Hunter get it? I'm not sure. Definitely got the item. So tanky now.
The Orb of Venom adding in a ton of damage, of course. Shadow Hunter can also be a really strong late game hero in this matchup. That's the great strength of Shadow Hunter nowadays. Whether it's Talons or Bears or Hunts, Shadow Hunter always good. But one thing that's still the same is that he needs levels. And that is desperately lacking at the moment. Looking for more kills. He's got the ensnares. There goes one more Talon. And almost a double level up here for Focus. Can the heroes save Focus is the question.
Super oppressive play by Infi, stealing the Kobolds away, trying to steal the Trolls away, all while waiting for the Cyclone. And Cyclone is up now. Talons, of course, very, very fragile, but if you look at the hero inventory, I think they present a good vanguard. Lots and lots of rings for Infi on already tanky heroes. And looks like a push is imminent, even on 35 food. That's not an ideal supply number, but just wants to prevent the Shadow Hunter from creeping, and with that he's doing a fine job.
Inching closer to the level ups. Supply-wise, we're still pretty low. Still a ways to go to 50. Focus is creeping. Very passive. Inside the main with Burrow support, he's going to take a fight. That being said, though, the Burrows are really in the most fortunate position ever since that first Burrow cancel. And looks like Infy's feeling confident. Gets a level 3 here finally. And is adding in bit by bit more and more talents in Cyclone.
Yeah, we're not that far off of 50 food. Would love to go to the shop for the heal scroll, but Focus was a little bit faster. Love the creeping, by the way. Drawing out the Sasquatch, drawing out the Murlocs. Not giving Infy an opportunity too easy. Focus wants this win. Wants the championship. You can feel it.
Infy already adding in fairies. Quite a bit before 50. Big pickup here. Who's gonna get the big item? Blade wants to snag it. The Beastmaster somehow got it! It was only a scroll of the Beast. But there was some long fingers by the Beastmaster. A life of crime might suit him.
That's why he's wearing the mask, Remo.
I guess that's why.
Yeah, in itself, the item not too great, but it would have been amazing on Headhunters, Raiders, Blade Master. You can always sell it for a heal scroll, which you kind of need, or invo potions, which you need in these fights. So stealing that one is a nice 400 gold swing with just one click.
Second Orb of Venom. Huh.
On a
with the
Tinker.
talent strat. Don't see that every day. I imagine he's going to give it to the Beastmaster. He's got a way better attack speed. But still, not necessarily seen that often. But Infy is getting more and more ready for the big fight. And he's building up mana as well, right? He's hardly been using any spells on the talents. He's got a bunch of Cyclone here.
Very good point. The talents didn't fall. Regenerating mana the entire time. Got the Fairy Dragon in against the casters and against the spells. And this is gonna be painful. This might have been the greatest choice for Team China to salvage this puzzle. Focus needs a strong hold here.
I was waiting for more units to join, more supply to be built up. Another walker is coming. 4 walkers, a pretty good count. Serpent wards defensively set up, but of course only level 1 serpent wards. Focus is missing berserkers. He never got really out on the map. He was never able to clear the merc camps. Without berserkers, this orc army is a lot weaker.
Correct. Usually on maps with the merc camp, he always goes for the Burzies. On Twisted, for example, doesn't really matter. Just alone for creeping, it's amazing. Focus is spending resources on the repair, so this is already a little bit of an accomplishment on very little investment, as the Pocket Factory is, of course, spawning these robots the entire time. Positioning is great with an Ancient of War that made a lot of miles here today.
Looks like Focus trying to slowly whittle down some of the health at least. Oh, mirror image. Yes, sir. Can be very nice in the late game, but Focus still not really engaging. May just want to counterattack, because the Raiders are across the map already.
Exactly, but this is salvaged with just the staff. Demon Hunter being so tanky, having great damage. Cannot solo this per se, but buy more time. There's a town portal on the Beastmaster for whenever he needs it. But yeah, Focus seems to be keen on the counterattack. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have Pillage. Interesting situation.
TP home, gonna be forced. I would have expected Focus to back off seeing the TP. Maybe he didn't see it because of nighttime. And indeed, just gonna fall back. Let the illusions distract for a while. And the main base Focus with that secure. And we haven't seen any kills in quite some time.
Exactly. This has been quite a strategic game when it comes to positioning and decision making, of course, and Focus got out of that chokehold. It's going up to 64 food now, and this is slowly but steady critical army mass.
Yeah, exactly. Niners love fighting around 50 supply. The heroes are quite good, especially if they start leveling and if you can cyclone everything. If we get to 70 supply and above, suddenly the orc damage output is really high. Even if the Blade Master is spinning in the air, there's going to be enough DPS raining down on the heroes So normally, you don't want to delay the fight too much if you're the Night Elf. Focus has been doing a really good job retaining his forces and slowly building up. The one thing he's still desperately lacking is those Berserkers. And Infi wisely does not allow the Orc to get to the Merc camp for free.
And what he also doesn't have is Invo Potions. Can't get out of Cyclone if the heroes are caught. That could be problematic. Big items still up for grabs. The red spot, the mercenary camps. Biggest items on the map. Focus is getting that red spot with Ensnare and a surround. So a little peaceful time between Night Elves and Orcs. Creeps have to suffer, of course. Ring of the Archmagi, always a good item.
We also have a Chimroost, by the way, coming up in the back. Cloak of Flames on Focus's side. Probably not going to be too useful with Cyclone and everything. But still some gold at the very least.
Chimroost with the right positioning could be insane. Also just for sieging. Just fly one Chimera across. But maybe we won't see the twin-headed dragons. Are they fighting? Are they giving the call? Focus is trying to retreat, but lots of damage raining down on him.
Yeah, a couple of units gone already. The Walkers, the Headhunters taking the damage. The Shadowhunter somehow is still not level 3, by the way. The Shadowhunter is still severely under-leveled. Tinker level 2, though, might be dropping. No, the staff is there. Last moment to save that one. TP out now. And if he doesn't want to fight anymore, satisfied with the trade that he had up to this point. I think he lost 2 talons only. And now, Focus also needs to spend a lot of time healing everything.
Yeah, very little losses here. 1,200 gold for Infi in a second. And the infrastructure is up. Chimeras are coming. Very good raider positioning by Focus eventually. Once the raiders were in the middle of it all, they were just slaughtering these talents. And there is, of course, a lot of Ensnare with all these raiders, so these Chimeras could definitely backfire if out of position for once.
Yeah, I've seen, honestly, a lot of games being thrown by Chims, talented Chims. The downside is you didn't have Dryads before, you didn't have Bears before, you don't have upgrades. Gyms are really strong when they have decent upgrades. 2-1, 2-2 upgrades, something like this. This single Chimera that we're going to have in a moment has 0-0 upgrades. And Focus' army now is enormous.
Enormous, you say? Enormous creepjack, I say. Mana burn for less mirror image, and the Chimera is coming slowly but steady. But I again commend these raider positioning. So much surface area, especially now that the Clockwork Factory is gone. How fast can he get rid of them, these raiders?
The Master level 4, his items aren't looking that great, but perhaps a couple of crits can still work wonders. TP out, forced again. But I think Infi traded a bit better. Was able to take out about 8 supply over there, lost only little himself. And Infi's finally breaking into upkeep. With more Chims, with more talents.
Alright, he did build a Hunter's Hall, by the way, so Moonwelds are upgraded already. Ultravision is upgraded already. And he can work on attack or defense upgrades. Towers in the base for Focus. Stays at 65, and now they're battling, as they did before, for the red and orange. But Infi doesn't want to give this mercenary camp to his Korean enemy.
If these towers stand, though, I think Focus is in a great spot. The expansion here might be the win condition for him. Are the Chims strong enough of a surprise to swing this game in Infi's favor? Infi now has to get stuff done quick. He wants to get the item. He wants to get a bit more experience. He's got strong heroes now. 3-3-3, about to be 4-3-3. But he's backing himself into a corner.
Maybe a town portal forced in a bit once this item is gone. Chimera exposed. Item on the ground. Tinker gets it. Devotion Aura. Absolutely fantastic. 1.5 armor on everything. Second Chimera on the way. There it is.
That's probably the best item from the whole camp. This is absolutely sensational, especially for the talents. Blade Master finds himself in a surround, by the way. Perhaps no way to get out. Trying to save him, the rest of the army's coming in. The Walker's already very damaged, by the way. The Mana Flare could do big damage here as well. And the Blade does fall, finds the surround, finds the kill, and Focus is falling absolutely apart at the seams. Oh my god. There's like 20 supply dying.
Oh, wow. Cyclone, these Chimeras are absolutely destroying everything. There's no healing. He went for Hex. There's no healed scroll. What to stop these dragons? Infi even gets Corrosive Breath now against the towers. That's, of course, sieging from afar. And how do you heal if you're focused? Everything is wearing a crimson mask. The shop Yeah, of course you got heal cells, but that's gonna take time. Time for corrosive breath to come online. Does he even need it?
Oh man, that Blade Master out of position, really being punished. We rarely see the Nihilus being able to, pounce on a mistake like that. But the Blade Master taken out. And yeah, the lack of healing. The lack of heal wave. So painful. And this seems like it should be enough to seal the deal in favor of Infi and Team China. Towers are gone. The expansion may be up, but the expansion is not gonna do much.
What a wonderful position to siege this now. Heroes in the front, Pocket Factory in the back, siege, damage, corrosive breath, chimeras against the Great Hall. This is fantastic, and it seems to be too much. You can't even heal up fully. 50 seconds till the blade is back. And this is good night focus. GG.
There we go. Infi, crucial point for him. And dude, this was a close affair. If Focus hadn't lost the Blade Master, if he had been more patient, waiting in the towers plus Serpent Wards plus End Snares can be theoretically really strong against gyms. Maybe he could have also gone for a Tome of Retrain, go back into Heal Wave. But, well, in the end, it goes to Infi, and much needed it was.
Damn. Nice strategic game. Both were trying to outposition the other with all their experience. And I like to see it. The series is tied. China is striking back with now Infi on the throne. I'm curious what the rules say, to be honest. Does Infi have to stick to Night Elf now, or can he switch if he wants to?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Do we have... We didn't really have an example for this before, right? Like Starbug wasn't playing.
Yep.
This is the first time we see Infi playing.
Yep. We don't know. Your best buddies with the admin. Maybe you can ask, or we're gonna see it in a bit. Team Korea still has Sok, Moon, and Remind. So what do you want to do? Do you want to give Remind the chance to go into a Night Elf mirror, if that's the rule, on his map, where he's arguably one of the strongest player ever to play Night Elf mirror? Or do you want to play a Moon? Infi versus Moon and Night Elf mirror, man. That does sound wrong, and rules should forbid that, in my honest opinion. Or you just play Sok, who can be an absolute beast versus Night Elf. And Undead alike.
Yeah. First, of course, they need to figure out what the rules are.
Yep.
Can Infi change his race, or does he have to stick with it? That would be a huge advantage, right? Especially in this counter-pick format. If then, depending on the opponent, you can always switch your race. It seems like that shouldn't be allowed, really.
Yeah.
Maybe he has to state his race before, and then they have to pick their player.
Many
Yeah,
possibilities.
I think you want to save Moon. I would see Remind here. Remind, I think, always had a great Night Elf mirror. Really good with bears. What maps do we have? You could also try now to think about Sok and Moon and think about which maps they don't want to play.
Well,
If there is such maps.
Mr. Remodimo, before we break our brains, how about I give you an answer?
Oh, do we have an answer already?
We do have an answer, because one of the strongest human players that we have in the world is stepping it up. Infi sticks with Night Elf. I think we can argue that that is the rule then. And we're gonna play Infi's Night Elf with Sok Human on Tidehunters.
It seems like the admin is saying that no race switching races is not allowed. He has to play Night Elf.
All right, a little bit of a liability then, of course. But I think it's not a bad rule at all. Also not bad is to throw us a donation. Thank you, Shiki, for the €1. Kiss for Remo, kiss for Neo, kiss for Infi. We'll deliver that next time we see him. Remo's gonna do that.
Gonna do that to everybody at Rara Land.
Oh no, dude. It's gonna be a super spreader event. I see it coming.
But we will only know about it 1 week later, so, all good.
All good, yeah. Alright, all good is definitely this matchup now. It is Infi, it is Sok, it's a best of one. Who takes the lead? China back to back, or can Korea strike back? Lots of back.
Demon once more. Infi is moving away from the keeper, going heavy on the demon. This should be no surprise for Sok. The Demon has in fact been very popular in this matchup ever since the immolation change. And we do see immolation here as the early game starts to get underway.
Yeah, still fast forwarding as we are here in Flow TV and we want to be synced up as best as we can. Archmage on Sok, no Demon Hunter. Solid body block, but of course the problem is getting that expansion up, especially on Tide Hunters. Solid detonate here against the Water Elemental, making creeping hard, forcing a town portal though, despite the ring. And that should be a clean expo now for Sok, as we are approaching life speed in just a second. Bear with us, guys. But yeah, losing that town portal is quite a big deal.
Yeah, and all peasants survived.
Oh.
Not a single peasant was lost.
Oh.
This makes this a great early game for Sok already. If you can continue to creep, get up the tower, get up the expansion, hit level 3, and look for a counter. I'm liking Sok's position quite a bit over here.
How do you like the Ancient of Wonders at the 6 o'clock position for Infi?
Oh, interesting. Dude, is the scout farm seeing this?
I don't know. Carson would say absolutely, but what does he know?
They're so cheap and they scout all over the place, Neo. It's insane.
And they're basically unbreakable. I know.
Aeon stole the telestaff. Nice. There was a wisp in the main. Demon wanted to staff on top. No, sir, not this time. And Sok is just all over Infi here on this map.
Yeah, that is why we advised Blizzard to change the telestaff to 2 charges. Very, very good move by Sok in this regard, of course. He is facing a Naga, which is okay. Not a sick carry for later. And Sok is tacking already at 5 minutes 40. This is a really, really good game for the humans so far.
Yeah, it's like a perfect game by Sok. Credit where credit is due. Really well played so far. We see the Naga already. Sok hasn't quite spotted her yet, but will soon. And upon seeing the Naga, Sok should realize, okay, this is not going to be a late game. This is not going to be a macro game. This will be a push strat by Infi. In 2 base, super late game, the Naga doesn't really stand the ground, the battleground, so to speak. She won't be able to provide enough. So now it's about defense for Sok, I think, because yeah, there should be simply just a push hand.
Yeah, and humans are usually pretty good in the defense department. Blacksmith is already coming. Archmage is already level 3, trying to poke holes in the base alongside the Footman, taking the Demon Hunter off the map, draining some HP off of that Naga. Little too late to get rid of lores or something, but keeping the Demon Hunter away from level 3 is a success in itself.
Sok can buy a lot of time here, create space, gets valuable scouting out, and he knows tier 3 is not happening. Not for quite some time. The Dryads will of course be a concern, especially against the Archmage, so rifles will be needed soon. I like to defend as well, so footies will be way more durable. I would love to see a second barracks here actually, to get those numbers of rifles up quickly if needed.
Yep, I'd agree. He has the gold, but not interested in that currently. A little bit of a problem for Infi actually, that the shop is bottom left. Did he rebuild one? No, he made the trip to the bottom to get the staff. That was a long way. Yeah, how do you break these bases with only Dryads, Remo?
It's gonna be tough, especially when towers are finished. One guard tower being upgraded at the expansion right now. It seems like this one's gonna be critical to cancel. And I think the cancel should work. Defenders activate on the Footman, but they're not really fully healed. And we're missing the numbers right now for Sok. He's going for an MK second double Sanctum. Wow. But no rifle production at all just yet.
That's such a slow build that he decides to go for. Seems like he's confident in his defense department, and rightfully so, for now, at least. Arcane Tower still stands like a vanguard.
Yeah, if this works out perfectly by Sok, it's gonna be really impressive. This is a chance to look either brilliant or foolish, if he holds here or not. Because if he doesn't hold, we're gonna say, oh, why didn't you make more rifles, bro? But if he holds, we're gonna say, you're so brilliant, dude, you didn't even need rifles.
There we go. That will of course be the hard counter with piercing damage versus Dryads. Infi is not going for tier 3. Sock makes life a little harder for himself than he necessarily needed. Would at least love to see a workshop for mortar teams added, even though I know, Mr. Remodimu, you don't like them before level 3, but that doesn't change my mind. Guard tower is up, and that might change Infi's mind of continuing to push here.
And the MK doesn't have to fear the mana burn. It's a immolation build. The shop is beautifully positioned, able to heal over and over. There's a potion of healing. Regen scroll can be added as well. And the MK should be able to spend all of his mana at least before he goes down. If he goes down, never mind. He does one Stormbolt, almost trapping the demon with the water elemental. But that one is dispelled, and the danger isn't quite over yet.
Demon Hunter packs a punch with 13, almost 14 armor. Destroys almost everything, and Infi's push is surprisingly doing a lot of damage, including the hero kill. But it's still 2 base, 1 base. Infi was not expanding behind it. He was not, for a long time, tacking behind it. And now Sock is also adding Rifleman. Life's not getting easier for Infi.
He's making a workshop. Ew! Who the hell likes more teams before frag shards? That's just gross.
You're gross.
Well, that's nothing new.
Relentless pressure by Infi, but will that work out? Will that do the critical damage? Will that buy the time for tier 3? Kinda questionable. The hero kill was important, but more and more counters coming up.
Demon Hunter finding yet another kill, but again out of mana. Question is, when's the healing gonna run out? The Moonwells have been almost entirely depleted. It's time for bears. We need rejuve, but we don't have any of it yet.
Coming in a bit. Upgrade is up. So we're just waiting for bears. The Ancient of War again made a long way here. But yeah, mortars are coming. Priests as well. Long rifle upgrade. Sock is getting more and more stable by the second.
Yeah, nice play by Sock. Seemed like he had the towers just enough when he needed. The footies just enough available when he needed them. MK also doing his part. And Infi feels the pressure rising. The longer this game goes, the worse it's going to be. Infi didn't want to go for a Panda, didn't want to go 2 base. Tried for the push, but it seems like it's almost over.
12 supply Dryads about to be dead. If they get in range of these mortar teams, Demon Hunter also behind enemy lines. Stormbolt on the bear, so he can't apply reju. This is looking desperate now, Remo.
Mana potion. Pop it for a quickie. A little bit too late with a Stormbolt. Demon Hunter does get away, but now just a strong force. With the militia here in the mix as well, Sock knows he easily has the forces needed to repel the aggressor.
A quickie, huh? Yep. With a hammer.
Sometimes you need a bit of extra force.
I don't envy people around here. I love the step by Infi to the left-hand side to put a little bit more pressure this time on the main base. A little bit more pressure, dude.
Yeah, this is looking a bit desperate now. Infi was banging his head against the wall against the expansion. Now he's thinking, well, maybe I'm gonna have in the main base. Who knows? Life is like a box of chocolates, Neo. You never know what you're gonna get. Unless you're facing a Mountain King, then you oftentimes get a hammer in the face. That one seems to be pretty reliable. And Sock not sweating it there for a moment, was just creeping up. Got another item TPing home now. And now we have the Nile army stuck between 2 bases.
Yeah, that's a bit problematic to run away against Sorceress. A little bit of Dispel is available, but clear supply deficit. Mountain King is here with yet another bolt. Saved, but again, this will drain a lot of resources in the main. Without an expansion, Infi doesn't really stand a chance here, I feel.
Yeah, no expansion, no fight won in a long time. He doesn't even have much stronger heroes. I guess the Naga is higher level than the MK, but the MK has much more potential later on. Only chance here, I feel, is like go full Moon style. 3 Dryads here, 2 Dryads here. There's Zeppelin flying across. There's Bears dropping. You need to lame your way to victory, I think is the only chance here.
And Infi is one of the greatest of all time in laming and decision making. So he's trying to play around that. He's trying to get some damage done while catching up in no upkeep. But Sok doesn't really care. It's like this annoying pesky fly that he's trying to swat, doesn't necessarily get it, but buys himself time for more important things like grabbing up a flute, which is amazing for rifle mortar. And a scroll
Not according to
as
Carson.
well. What does Carson know? Does he
Carson
even
does
know
like
what?
auras.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Carson doesn't know that there's a PTR right now.
As long as he knows how to play that guitar. Oh,
Stormbolt. Ooh.
starting to make his presence known.
It was a nice idea to Stormbolt the Naga, then focus the Demon Hunter, but damage just wasn't there.
That bash would have been funny. We've been seeing a lot of last-second bashes lately.
Oh yeah.
Gotta roll those dice.
Dude. We both had a game where Bash basically decided the game, right? It's so fun.
As long as you're not on the receiving end.
Correct.
It's pretty funny.
Correct.
Dude, I still remember a game from like 2012 when I was playing against an orc on Turtle Rock. I was undead, and I had almost won the game, and then his Orb of Lightning purged my frost armor, and that's why I lost. That is RNG at its finest. Anyways, final fight here. Infi is trying to have a chance, hopefully in his main base with the support of the Moonwells, but the heal scroll advantage, the army size advantage, seems like almost everything is in favor of Sok. He's in a weird position here, admittedly. Some more things have been getting sniped, but that might still be enough in the end.
Deer on the menu tonight, boys, as the Dryads getting slaughtered by the rifle. Very successful hunt for the dwarves today. Sok barely losing anything, still 200 gold. Infi trying to get some reinforcements in, but the Mountain King is level 3 now, and when the next hammer falls, the double Gs fall as well.
Hammer time! And we see it finish off in style. Very strong game by Sok. This was like picture perfect. To be honest, also this is quite the strong human map in this matchup. But Sok gets the job done. And will now face the last relevant Chinese player, I guess you could say.
Exactly, because we are on championship points, Mr. Remo Demo. Korea going into this match only needed 3 map wins, and they got 2 now. 1 by Focus, 1 by Sok. So the next player for China, which has to be Fortitude if they understood the rules, has to do an all kill against Sok, Moon, and Remind.
Ooh, okay, I tell you what. Fortitude can pick his favorite map, which is probably going to be the map where expanding is the crappiest on. That might be... What might that be? Concealed Hill is out. Let's take a look at them in a moment. Yeah, he has a really good shot against Sok, though. Fortitude's Human Mirror is insane. It is so good. It is creme de la crop. I don't think that's correct, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, his Human Mirror is absolutely outstanding. So Fortitude has a terrific win record against Sok, against almost every human. He can choose the map. He can decide where to go. I think, unfortunately for him, 2 of his favorites are out already. AZ, he loves, that's out. Concealed, he loves, that's out. So the next map, best one to avoid expansion play might be Northern Isles then.
You know, I'd go so far and say it really doesn't matter what map Fortitude picks. He's gonna win against Sok. Because he's the killer Human Mirror player. He can do it all. And he will do it all. That's my confidence.
Very curious to find out what map. I'm gonna make it dependent on the map. I say Sok wins TM, Sok wins TS, and the rest goes to 40.
Sok wins it all. I don't care.
What do you mean 40?
Yeah, exactly. What you say? Whew.
All right,
Stressful.
pressure's on. If they send in Fly now, we're gonna be like, what?
I mean, Fly has done great things in many, many tournaments. He's a great guy, and I always love to see him play. But this is not the time nor the place to seed Fly. As a last firework afterwards for some fun, all right. But the tournament is on the line. And Fortitude, like, just to show you how good Fortitude is right now, this week, he defeated Happy on one base with the Mountain King first on Concealed Hill. If there's a Mission Impossible in Warcraft 3, it's that scenario, and he did it in style. Fortitude can definitely get an all kill here.
Wait,
what?
wasn't there expansions in that game? When they played on Concealed?
At some point. But there was also one base. First. Don't rain on my parade.
All right, now, there might be one more consideration here for China. If it's not just about taking first place, if they want to hedge their bets, if they lose, if they win 4-3, not 4-2, they lose the championship, but they get second place. So it's kind of insane today for China. They could get first, second, or third, depending on the result. But you gotta play for first, baby. Come on. You gotta play for first.
Yeah.
That's also what I thought yesterday for Europe, but they didn't do it, so...
Well, that's because they didn't elect you as the coach. I mean, are they insane? How can they not pick Coach Remo?
I don't know what's that about. I would have put Leon in the team, first seed him every game for the glorious all kill. But next season, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Orga is Tian, right? So we're just gonna do it. Oh yeah, it is Fortitude as expected. The map is Northern Isles as you projected. As if you know what you're talking about, Remo. It's fantastic.
Once or twice a week, I have a good day, and sometimes I sell something that is not complete nonsense. Perhaps the day is one of those days. Let's go in. 40 versus Sock on a map. Northern Isles, where normally fast expanding isn't really the meta, isn't really that good. This seems to be the comfort zone for 40. This is where he looks so impressive and normally always delivers.
I would be very, very surprised to see Sok succeed here. But if he can get the championship for Korea in this matchup against this opponent, then this is what heroes are made of, boys. Lots of pressure on 40. Once again, China can't afford to win only 4-3. Then they're still only second place. You gotta go for the win, and this is all we want. 40 versus Korea is now the theme, as Korea is on championship points.
If 40 prevails here, this would be an insane confidence booster. And can you imagine the Chinese fans, how they're going to be singing his praises? For once, they're not going to be super rough. For once, they're going to be lauding the amazing performance. And 40's in the shape right now where he can pull it off. Think back to 1 year ago, 2 years ago. This would have been unthinkable. But 40's hot right now. 40's good right now. This might be his day.
Okay, let's go. Of course, we open up with Archmage. There's many, many matchups where Mountain King is possible now. Not here. Archmage, too good. Water Elementals, too good. Brilliance Aura, too good. And our viewer, ST5, also too good. Thank you for the euro. I want to learn German. Do you guys do mentoring? You don't want to learn German from us. I don't know if you want to learn anything from us. So, probably not.
The only German I teach is the one that is comparable to the, what's it called?
Yeah.
The NPC TikTok stuff. Ice cream. So good. In that case, send me a PM.
Ice cream. So gut.
What's your favorite?
No, we're gonna talk about the game. This is finals now. We don't talk about ice cream in winter.
This is early game, bro.
Yeah, it's very important. Just
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Just to trigger you, I'm gonna say after 8.
Damn, you know my weakness.
There you go.
Not gonna get triggered. Anyways, all my homies know that hazelnut is the best. And it's a bit of an unconventional creep out here by Mr. Sock.
Not if you have
He's not going to go
allergies.
for the quick level 3 creep as 40 is, but he can call the militia and creep the green and get level 3 that way, if he wants.
Sick creep route. Invo potion as well. Pretty good. We just, we got the tech started. Fortitude has lumber issues. Like, massively.
A player's
Yeah,
forces
because you
are
invested his militia here so heavily to get a fast level 3, he's way slower with the tier 2, like way slower. For a straight up human mirror, this is kind of unheard of.
This is, how do you want to... Okay. I mean, Sock evened out the hero's advantage. Items are, of course, still a bit better. What the hell is 40 doing?
This is a perfect counterplay by Sock.
Yeah.
He delayed his creeping a bit, but he still gets ready for the level 3 timing. You know, his level 3 was later, but he had it in time when the opponent was aggressing. He also got the boots in the meantime. I'm loving Sock's build here, actually. This is looking really good so far.
This half attack.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
This is amazing. Hazelnutty?
Oh, you're making me hungry, Neo.
There you go. Storming into the base now, but there's militia, there's an arcane. Water elementals just fight each other with no great reinforcements. This is still an absolute net win for the Korean.
Sock is taking quite a bit more damage on the footies, though. 3 of them, 4 of them, in fact 5 of them very hurt. A shop would be mucho nice to have.
Good kills
But
here.
I think he's getting more footy kills. 2 versus 1 footman kill so far. If all these footies can be healed up, this will be a big W for Sock.
Wow, I was very, very skeptical that Sock would be able to pull it off, but the first 5 minutes 30 are definitely in his favor. Thing is, games can go as good as it gets, and then at some point in the game, you end up in the middle of the map, you have a breaker war, and we fight for a minute, and somehow 40 wins. It's like Rudin back in Bear Mirror days. He got that magic.
Yeah, true. And very important move here, 40 realizing that a heal regen scroll would be a huge deal for the opponent, so he's able to cancel the shop. That is enormous. And the shop is not being remade, not quite yet. AM coming back for Sock to defend, but he's hurt. Sock is finding an opportunity here to get something done, and he needs something here going his way.
The sub count is going our way thanks to Butt Crumbs. B2W Buddy in the chat gifting a sub to Pocreme. Your German is getting better and better, my friend.
Thank you very much. Ooh, Sock's Archmage here. Ooh, being quite close to death, having an NDE, near-death experience. But priests are coming. Finally, there's going to be some healing available soon. The first sanctum's already finished, but the second sanctum is indeed quite late for Sock.
Oh, Archmage. Could be surrounded here, maybe. Decides to throw the hammer on the water elemental. Fireballs. Oh, he needs that shop! Invo potion committed by Sock, living on a prayer. Or the peasants saving life of the Archmage. That was close.
And I would say 40 improves the bad early game. If he hadn't done some additional damage here, this would have been really annoying. Now canceling some more healing, a little bit here and there. Alright, 40 is finding his footing again. The opening builds were way in favor of Sock, but 40 is starting to flex his human mirror muscles.
600 gold, Mountain King there, double sanctum up. He had an early shop, so he could heal a bit faster. Are we on even footing now? Hero levels are quite even. Economy looks fine. If you subtract like 2 priests for 40, we got the same supply. We got the same gold. And now usually on Northern Isles, we see a tier 2 expansion. But I don't know if we have time for that.
We'll call in the boys, and this will be equipped at the very least. Very good scout for 40 here once more. And stay on the priests. Looking for a kill, but good Stormbolt on the Water Mantle. Perfect Stormbolt here by Sock, continuing to play this quite well. While across the map, 40 is only taking the small camp. Not going for the natural right away. And we can see a small supply lead also in favor of the Korean.
For now, at least. We get the second expansion in the top as well. 40 a little slower on everything, but the Archmage is buying some time on the cost of Archmage progression. And in the late game, the mid and late game, if you have, or if you lack the second Brilliance Aura, there's a lot more heal, there's a lot more Dispel, there's a lot more Storm Bolts on the player with Archmage level 4.
And the big camps in the middle soon gonna be acquired by one of the two. Wait, there's an Ivory Tower, which hasn't been placed yet. Probably gonna be put down at the expansion very soon. The question is 40 also gonna expand, or is he gonna go all in? No, he's going for the expansion. He's getting ready for the 2 base.
Big last hits here. We want the Warlord. Who's gonna get it? Nice counterplay. Did he steal it?
No. Sok got it. One of the wind picked up, which against Mass Priest normally isn't that good. Speaking of Priest, Sok loses 1, but still gets the level 4 first, like you said. Quite the glorious level up to have.
Boots on both sides. One of the wind can be kinda nice if you use it at the right time to prevent the Stormbolt, then get the Stormbolt off, get the kill. And very risky shop creep for Fortitude. Sok punishes it immediately.
Yeah, there was Sentry Ward there. Sok saw it perfectly. It's going to be one priest going down right away, but 40's going to try to return the favor. There goes the next priest. Obviously now, Micro is going to be really important. Militia support can't really be activated because they were able to build the expansion on both sides. Lots of damage here on the MK. But there's more healing from the priest, there's more healing from the ring.
Lucky bash.
Again, I saw Sok's priest on A-click attacking instead of healing. I feel like he does that a bit too often. But does get away and will heal up after.
Dude, how? How's 40 doing this? There was a mana advantage. He was stabbed in the back. And yet, he's able to take the big item and a bit of shop control. Boots of Kel'Thuzad, not worth the trouble, really. And once more, Sok playing with a lot more mana. But Fortitude on the other side is closer to level 2 Stormbolt.
Oh, good deny. Prevent that level up just for a little bit, but that 40 will be enough. And now supplies even. And the MK leaders with 40. And I agree with you. Again, we must wonder,
Dude.
How did this happen? How does this always happen?
I don't know. He just gets it more than anyone else in the world. And I would go as far to say more than anyone ever in this world. King of Breaker Mirror Fortitude. It's incredible.
It's also a little bit faster with the upgrades. Well, I guess quite a lot faster, actually.
Yep.
One
First
more
is already
finishing
finished.
already. And now it's going to be up to Sok to kind of outplay 40 in the Breaker Mirror.
Can't believe this. 1-0 is done. Skimmy, thank you for the 22-month resub. Love you guys. B2W hard. See you soon at Rara Land, mate. And here we go. Priest killed. That's level 2. That's the one of the wind I was talking about. Not even dispelling it here.
Big waste on the invuln, by the way. No reason at all to use that invuln on the MK. That one is now gone. And won't be replaced for quite some time. And now, here comes the Breaker Micro.
Okay, who gets the better position? 40 is trying to lure his opponent into this little choke, trying to run away, grab the shop control again. But no gold currently to get a heal scroll. Could sell something and get a little bit more XP because that's exactly what he needs for level 4. Grandiose.
Alright, and now we seem to be nice and even. MK items are looking way better on Fortitude. This seems to be the biggest advantage right now, but we have a slight supply edge on Sok on the other side. Take a look at the marketplace, maybe. Is there something in there?
Can't see. Advanced Observer Overlay. It's too advanced to show the content.
Next level. You know, that's what Roddy told us when we were in Stockholm together. There's too much information in the overlay. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. There should be less information. It would be way better. Just trust me, bro.
We have to send him a screenshot of the Chinese overlay. He's gonna get a heart attack. But yeah, Roddy, not unlikely to make an appearance in Dortmund too.
Yeah, That would be quite pog. Do you know what also is present in Dortmund? What exists in Dortmund?
Beer.
5 Guys, my dude. I can't wait.
I've been there in Hamburg. I wasn't impressed.
Shut up.
Okay.
Wait, there's one in Hamburg? I googled where there are some. I didn't see that.
Yeah, there it is.
They're just lying.
Rather new,
Fake
though.
news, Neo.
Rather
Fake
new.
news.
Rather new. About a year, I'd say. But yeah, 72 food. Rare to see these big fights. Archmage by Sock made it to the shop. Gets a heal scroll. Might need it rather early. Huh? The excitement. Who makes the first big mistake?
Oh, heal scroll here would be huge, but none of them has one. To be honest, playing this is pretty exciting. You have to micro so many things at the same time. You have to be very swift, and the better micro player normally wins. In actuality, it can oftentimes also mean that nothing is dying for a long time, if both are doing it well. Heal scroll now on Sock. When's he gonna pop it? The front line is looking weird, as 40 has once again taken the supply lead.
Dude, he is fighting against 2 heal scrolls. With same upgrades now. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now the better positioning here. Another breaker should be falling. One more. Come on. You're gonna get it. Run. A little sprint. Pock. There we go. But Sock maneuvered himself in a position where he can threaten the expansion.
Oh, no Arcane Tower here. Bad position here for Sock without Priest. He will have to TP out at some point, but he's gonna try to get as much as he can before. Losing one more breaker here, unfortunately for him. Gets to level 5 though.
Wow.
Well ahead of the opponent.
Yeah. Is that a deciding factor in this game? We're gonna get Brilliance 3. I am not 100% sure who's in a better spot, Remo.
Good Stormbolt here, lots of mana drain on the MK. Dude, the Talisman of Evasion is so nice.
Yo.
In the Breaker Mirror. I like it.
If you miss, it also doesn't burn mana, right? I'd assume.
So. If you miss a bash, do you still get stunned?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. But Grums with a gifted sub to Happy. Thank you. Alright. Front lines reestablished. The armies have reconsolidated for Sock. But 40, he's got a supply lead. Pretty noticeable one. But with more reinforcements coming, this one is going to be evened out as well. What are the upgrades saying? 2-1 for Sock. 1-1 for 40. He's about to even it out.
About to finish indeed, and this time 40 has a heal scroll that was missing before. Lots more breakers on Sock, I'd say, but the choke makes it weird. Still, everything can attack except that Water Elemental. Stormbolt on the Mountain King, but Ring of Regen is doing a very fine job.
Priests, of course, instantly die when they're hit. Some militia coming from the main base. This could be a good bit of bonus damage as well. The first breakers, almost going down. Nice save by Sock. Saves it to the back line. Might just be for a little while, though. Stormbolt's flying, and now a clear mana advantage on Sock's Mountain King.
That heal scroll will be so good. He's using it. The value, Remo. No one available for Sock here. More breakers are falling. This is not looking too great, but Sock gets faster reinforcements. Of course, Water Elemental at the economy. Against an Arcane Tower that won't do too much. Stormbolt, Mountain King, Priest also about to fall. And Fortitude keeps this 5 to 8 supply advantage alive. Plus Peasant kills here. Plus Breaker stock. I think he got it.
Tower's certainly gonna go down. Can summon Water Elementals now over and over. One breaker goes down. Second breaker should follow. And 40 might be doing it again. About 10 supply ahead now. Can 40 push through? The last star for China.
This guy is winning Human Mirror, Breaker Mirror against 2 heal scrolls with an Archmage being a level up. This is insane. This is just insane. Yeah, Echo advantage for him now. Archmage evened out the level 5 too. And Mountain King is way closer to 5. And then it's insta-gip on the Priest. And then it's just snowballing from there.
It looks like the writing is on the wall here now. High upkeep for 40 as well to seal the deal. Seems like he hasn't been losing much. Just, again, terrific late game play. Sock almost outsmarted him. almost outplayed him enough in the early game with the build, but Sock kept the game even enough moving into the mid game. Yeah, his prowess in Breaker Mirror is just insane. Just completely insane.
Everything's super hurt for Sock. Leaves the breaker behind. But if you have to leave this position, you're gonna lose the workers. You might lose the town hall. 40 is mining and mining. Got 2 upgrades as well. And what's the play to get out of this position now? I don't think there is one. A counterattack, but that's laughable. You can just TP.
Yeah, I guess pick up the heal scrolls one more time. Hope to smash the next fight. Take out the expansion. Living on a prayer, basically.
Le Crestfallen, €3. Saying, I like After 8 at the ice cream shop. Thank you very much. Proving me right.
So tasty. So good. Yum, yum.
Okay, no laughing matter here for Sock. He's trying really, really hard. Oh, hero focus? Does it work with the bash? Nah, not at all. Town portal out. So Sock is getting some stuff done, is getting some kills. But Expo is dealt with. 2 base, 1 base in a mirror match. Being down in supply is rough. In the meantime, Sock took out quite some workers here as well.
And we see a workshop. 40? Is he innovating more teams?
Archmage!
In a human mirror? Oh! Oh!
No way, he needs that invul! Oh my god, he needs that invul! There we go. Is he throwing this game away?
It's not over yet. MK getting targeted next. Some evasion here is going to help out as well. 40's heroes very hurt. This is pretty yeah, 40 hero, that's right. Kind of scary. Priest now need to work overtime.
Stormbolt to prevent the Stormbolt surround! And that's the way to win the match! He withstands all the pressure, doesn't even break a sweat. But what he breaks is Sock, and with that, one of the carries for Team Korea. No chance without an MK.
Yeah, Sock did very well before, but dude, beating 40 in Human Mirror just is one of the damn hardest things you can do in Warcraft. Yeah, and the rest is going to be falling apart. MK5, Archmage 5. Is he hoping for the ultimate, maybe? I guess that's it. He's got level 6. Can he do something with mass TP?
I don't know, dude. There's a Stormbolt ready. Like, what does he want to do with it even? 3 more breakers about to fall. A little bit of mana burn thanks to the feedback, but he gets the bash at the perfect time. Stormbolt, yet another kill. Yo, this one's over. This is so over. He's trying though.
Do be looking like that.
There's a breaker in the main.
Alright. Here we go. Mass TP. Hail Mary play.
There's no TP to counter this. This is gonna be damaged, but the peasants can be evacuated. Move to the side. There's only 1200 gold remaining and Sock is not counter expanding.
Alright. The game now gets weird, a lot more tactical. 40 has to think of this new... Wait, is he gonna get out? Oh, yeah, he's gonna TP. Which he's gonna need.
Imagine you wake up one day and you are 30 food down in a breaker mirror against Fortitude.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. At least the Mountain King is back, but a level behind. 40 is super close to 6 as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
I just don't see him recovering from there.
Sock banked a good bit here. Take the last bit of cash, scratch out of the gold mine. And I guess he's gonna build one more giant army.
How high can he get? Like 67 food, 70 food?
If he's given the time, but that's not a guarantee.
Water Elemental constantly scouting for a second base, making sure that he's not getting back. Okay. Sock needs an absolute miracle or fortitude, falling asleep at his chair or something. Maybe a phone call, as we've seen before. But no. 40 is ready to close this out. Focus fire on the MK, on both MKs to be honest. But one has an Invo Potion, the other does not. Little bit of a retreat to wait till the militia timing is over. And there's also a healed scroll ready for 40, plus 600 gold to reinforce. The grandest of positions.
And finally gets his own level 6. Doesn't seem like mass TP will be needed here. But he's
Still
got it in the
doesn't.
back pocket.
Because it's cool, you know. Thank you, Exodon TV, for the 59 month. Oh, focus fire on the illusion. That's a Fields Batman. Not the
Now
most
40's
exciting
closing it
parts.
out.
Yeah,
Job
not-
done.
Job
First
done
of
indeed.
3.
And that was... Okay, level 6. Come on. For Cosmodan? No. He goes for the Mountain King. Again. He locks in this surround. Again. Trying to trade. Trying to get him out. Oh, Mountain King falls last second. Insult to injury. Fortitude. Mirror God.
Yeah, this was such a good early by Sock. Let's not forget.
Yep.
This opening build, the counter to what he knew was to be the level 3 aggression by 40 looked so strong. Maybe could have defended his low HP 40s a bit better if he had gotten a shop up earlier. Maybe a bit of a power build, but you know, maybe. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. 40, what is certain is, it's just a beast. Just a beast.
That's correct. And now we basically have a second chance for Korea to close it out. The score is tied 2-2. If Korea wins the 3 maps, they are the champions. And who better to send in now than the GOAT himself, Moon? Has to be.
They could also put in Remind though, right?
That is correct. That's the 2 options they got.
Is it? What's wiser? For them, only winning matters, so it doesn't matter if Moon does it now. But they don't even need to win. They need just one more map. I would say give Remind a chance. Give Remind a chance. Ask him, Remind, what map do you like? And then Remind's going to be like, bro, I have been in the scene for 2 years. I don't know what any of these maps are. Well, we don't have the newest maps here, actually. Hammerfall and Springtime and all these. Not, unfortunately, in this tournament. What we do have left is Echo Isles, Last Refuge, Turnier Stand. Turnier Stand, I think, if you have a really strong Demon Hunter and really good Night versus you in play, I think it's a super strong map for Elf nowadays. But yeah, Remind, he hasn't been back for that long. Just a couple of months. Needs still some time to get his juices flowing like he was able to before. But I would like to see Remind here trying his best.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have games already? Not that I'm aware of. Then again, a little bit of an advertisement here. We have BlizzCon coverage later tonight at 7 p.m. Central European time. That is in exactly 3 hours, 15 minutes for now. And then the Weekly Cup after on PTR Balance, and also the NA LOL Cup with Carson, hopefully.
Damn.
Yeah.
So much awesome entertainment here back to Warcraft. That is wonderful.
It is absolutely wonderful, Mr. Remo Demo. You are right. And you say that with a smile on your face. I don't know if I can take you serious. What's that about? You're just having a good day. Yeah?
No, I'm just saying. Isn't life just grand, Neil? Isn't it wonderful? Aren't we all optimists?
Let's not ruin the mood. Nah, we got some good news recently, so it's not as bad as it was 2 weeks ago, let's say.
All right, Korea here now with the next choice. Who's their player gonna be? It's gonna be a Night Elf. We know that.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's theorycraft. What is the best map for Night Elf against human? I would say you don't really want to put Remind there. It's gonna sound mean, but in case he botches it, you want to have it for Moon. So I think you want to keep TS for Moon. And what else could Remind play?
I don't want to ruin your parade, but I'm pretty sure Moon wants to play Twisted.
I could see that. True. True.
He did also display a very fine Warden versus Happy, so that's also an option to go for Terranos, of course.
You mean that 55-minute game? I do vaguely recall that. Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to... Wait, was Hammerfall in or not? You just
No.
said it, but I forgot. No?
No.
Yeah, you don't
We
want
got
to play
Echo
Hammerfall.
Isles, Last Refuge, Terrana Stand, and Twisted.
Depends on how confident they are against Mountain King. Terran is, of course, amazing. Twisted should also be amazing, especially for Moon. But I think Moon needs to warm up a little bit more because we got the match and it's Remind.
All right.
It
Echo
would be...
Isles 2.0. This map, I'm sure he does know.
What's that two? What does that mean, two? There's a fountain left and right and then the middle, right? Yeah, Remind. You just do your thing. It
I
would
remember
be...
people told me that for the first time. I'd never seen that. Like 3 fountains on one small map, dude.
Look at this new school guy. Well,
true.
the true OGs, we know what we're talking about.
Wow, Gatekeeper Neo.
Toxic streamer, everybody knows.
True.
What's the reason to take Remind?
I think you just have a chance, if you get lucky, to beat 40. Just throw him in there. Give him a good old try.
And you know what? I would love the story if Remind closes it out. Everybody was like, what is Remind doing in this lineup? Really? Is that just nepotism by Fly for an old friend of his? Or does he really still got it? And with a bit of practice, Remind is definitely a force, but is he also a force against likely the best human player in the world right now, Fortitude? Echo Isles will tell us. The thing with Remind is, he can always come up with crazy strats and crazy timings that are so unusual that you might not be ready for it. But so far, this is looking very standard with a Demon Hunter, Mercenary Camp Creep, and only an Archmage on 40's side. I was hoping for a Mountain King there as well.
Yeah, this is the 4th showing for Remind in this tournament run. And he's lost every map so far, unfortunately. Hoping to change that today.
Alrighty, Shadow Priest stolen by 40. That's the first little slap in the face for Remind. Hope he doesn't deny anything. So far it's looking good. But this is quite some pressure. Also on the Wisps. He got a kill with the Shadow Priest on the Wisp. That's gnarly. What is also what is this? Like Footman, Peasant, Shadow Priest harass?
I really want to get that priest. One more mana burn, though, is gonna send him back into the afterlife. Place that he is aching for.
Yeah.
And one of item for the Demon Hunter. Ring of Regen is always tremendous, especially early game, especially for a Demon hero who will be taking damage. The bigger question for me is, what's 40 gonna choose? Is he gonna expand, as almost every human does in this matchup? Or is he thinking about a cheeky tier 2 push, maybe?
Yeah, 40 is so wild. Before the game started, I thought, okay, maybe he's just towering, like back in 2013, 10 years ago. But no. But what he is doing is a cheeky tier 2 play. Keep already clicked.
Interesting. This is something that Blade and also Sarbak have been doing quite a bit lately. But especially over in Asia, normally it's always fast expansion time. But this is also one of the cool things about 40. He is capable of playing the unusual stuff. Remind is going to be expecting this.
Got a little scout wisp in the middle. Boots, circlet, ring of region. This demon hunter could play Dota. And now he got the Shadow Priest, which will help on the defense. As Fortitude is sharking for Hunter's Halls, Moonwells, Wisps.
Double Dispel, the Watch Elemental gone. Cost a lot of mana on the Shadow Priest, though. Oh, and the Berserker was stolen! 40 gets that one. I'm sure Remind would have loved to nab that for himself. Wasn't able to get it. Fast fingers on 40. This one goes to him. But still, solid defense by Remind. Hunter's Hall is coming, getting ready for the Dryads soon. Across the map, we have Blacksmith. And I guess this game is going to be decided by a rifle push.
I would think so too. If we're not being exposed to some new strats and different timings. A little bit of creeping here with the help of the Engine of War for Remind while he's harassing, trying to chip away some HP, shave away. Archmage, not in the grandest position of them all, only 2.2, also quite hurt. This is not scary at all.
Stole the item though. Yoink. Takes those gloves for himself. Ancient of War unfortunately also denied the creep, the big boy, so this camp is going to give a little bit less experience now. But the demon's still going to get very close to 3. Don't think it's quite enough.
Bit odd to see the Demon Hunter roaming so much and not creeping with level 1 immolation. Should make use of it as long as it's worth something, I guess. But yeah, this is uncontested creeping now for 40. This is level 3. Biggest item, or one of the biggest items, is unfortunately only a crystal ball. Thank you, by the way, for praising my crystal ball idea yesterday. Justified.
Yeah, that was a very cool idea, gotta say. I wonder if it should even be 3 charges. Because,
I thought so
it only
too.
wheels for a while.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, it's cool though. So we got the Naga, we got the tier 2, baby. It's a Blood Mage second.
This will then still take some time. Waiting for casters.
Big healing!
Wow.
Oh, big healing and Ring of Regen. That is so good for Remind.
And Strength Tome as well on top. Yep, that's really good.
Remind's in a really good spot here to hold. Got the level 3 Demon. Chasing around the AM. I think 40's gonna have to outplay Remind in this push if he wants to make that one work.
Yeah. And again, we gotta say a championship for Korea on the line. If Remind wins this map, they got first place. 40 needs to win 2 Night Elves in a row. 2 of the greatest Night Elves of all time in a row in Remind and Moon. Town Portal home. And that lore is under fire. 40 finding a sweet little moment here. And that's the mass bear production cut in half.
Yeah. Alright, that changes a lot. These lore cancels are critical, especially when it comes to push timings. If now the Footman can also get away, this will be a big win for 40. The AM certainly is able to run away. The boots make that quite easy. One Footman is going to be the price of this little adventure, but well worth it.
Towers. Ivory towers. I wonder what animals and Azeroth had to be sacrificed for that. But alright. This is do or die, more or less.
Yeah, it's a nice and early push. The boys are on the way. 10 supply lead. The Night Elf right now not ready yet with the bears. Of course, this is the point of the strategy. Hit before the elf is really ready. Demon Hunter trying to burn, but he's out of mana now. Needs to get back home. The Ring of Regen still continuing to do great work.
Thank you, Buttcrumbs, for gifting a sub to Hariga Hintern. Off we go. Reju is online. Demon Hunter needs a Reju ASAP. No dispel yet on 40's side, but therefore long rifles. Slow is coming in against that Demon Hunter, who has to be the carry.
First Ivory upgraded into an Arcane. Here's the second one as well. Peasants being kept way in the back, by the way. Demon back in the front line. Strong items. The Orb of Venom now as well, but he is out of mana. No burn anymore. A ton of Water Elementals. A ton of Water Elementals. Wisps are needed.
2 of them are ready for the repair. Wants to keep this Ancient of War in position for as long as possible. It's still daytime. Time of suffering for the Night Elves, of course, as mana is not regenerating. Speaking of mana, nice Siphon. As you can say, the Power Wash Tower Push by Fortitude. Cleanse the land of the pesky Night Elves. Immolation activated, but slowed as well. Tower under fire. Only one. Can the Arcane Tower come up? Needs repair. 40, a little late with the hammers. Was about to be finished.
There's a lot of damage also going on to the Night Elf army. The bear is very hurt. The demon is very hurt. And Rejuve is rare. There is 0 Rejuve ready at the moment. He has to wait for the next bear. Remind having trouble here recuperating.
Needs a new round of production. 1 bear is coming soon. Blood Mage again far forward. Got the boots. Reposition. Priest will take care. Demon Hunter in the middle of everything. Getting burned once again, but only for so long. Tower attempt number 3 will still take a long time. Where is the redo? Where is the healing? We do have a staff. Doesn't need it. Redo online. Tower about to be down and Remind. Can he hold?
Needs to use the Siphon on the Archmage. Where's the Siphon? Where are the Water Elementals? The Blood Mage has full mana. It's not doing anything. Now, finally. But he's moving away. He stopped it. Big micro mistakes on the Blood Mage by 40.
And China's tournament life on the line here. Korea could close it out. Remind could close it out after being the first Korean to ever win a WCG. 13 years later, he might get the trophy home again.
Sorcerer's taken out as well. The slow count here is a really big deal. That was a big mistake. This was like 20 seconds where the Blood Mage should have been siphoning mana over. This could have been 2 or 3 more Water Elementals.
He's remembering
Big
now.
Mistake.
You know, he's like the producers of Game of Thrones. Sometimes you just forget.
He just kind of forgot. True. The priests are healing though, getting everything back into decent shape. But now we have 4 healthy bears. We have a demon who's ready for the next round, and nighttime soon.
And still no tower up. Archmage tanking. That's not what you want. Even though he has a circlet. Reposition once again. Wisp is ready for the detonate whenever he needs it. Bear being taken out. The rifles do a ton of damage, of course. Tower at 1/3. Shadow Priest falling. New bear coming in. Both heroes for 40 about to die. And again, no siphon possible.
Tower cancelled once more. Over and over this has been the case. When's the healing gonna run out?
He's abandoning this push.
Over needs new Water Elementals. The Demon Hunter is just too strong.
The push is over, isn't it? Oh, 40. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to carry it home. And here is old school Remind. Breaking you or breaking your push. Maybe. It's still alive for now with the piercing damage. All the bears at 50% max. It's all on the shoulders of the Demon Hunter, but he's kind of stuck there. Hold on. Staff must be ready, is ready.
Mana's very low though. Water Elemental being summoned again. The bears though dealing it with it now pretty easily. Finally level 2 on the Blood Mage. Not sure how valuable that one's gonna be.
Banish always nice, but not here in this push. Demon Hunter gets another kill. Might get another. No, not really. Remind holds. What a legend, dude.
Remind now in a wonderful position, can again round out his 50 supply army, finally going into a few Dryads as well, and now a long nighttime ahead. Vivian Lumber could also go for Wellspring. It's coming already, in fact. Seems like Remind here is in the perfect position. Can Fortitude somehow find a way to still win this terrible game?
It was indeed a terrible game. Both contesting the 12 o'clock. Remind waiting in the wings. Not attacking here against Slow. Lots of Siphon coming in now. No TP. No consumable whatsoever. But okay, he's making sure he gets the experience and the item.
Hurry up, I suppose is okay. That Fog Lightning though, oh, doing good damage. Banish safe, maybe on the Berserker. Well done. You can see 40 is trying everything. But a one base against bears is insanely hard to pull off.
Blood Mage is getting more and more thirsty here. The Siphon is working better. Supply even level 4. Brilliance Aura level 2 online. Demon Hunter a little bit out of position here, but got an Orb, got a Claw, and finally gets Evasion too. There's a chance for 40 to do this.
Blood Mage getting pumped up, or rather the AM I should say, more water elementals. But we have Dryads now. 2 Dryads with a good amount of Dispel. This looks like the last chance for 40.
I agree. Militia coming. He knows it as well. Still no consumables. He's facing a mana burn. Ooh, that's critical mana levels here for the Blood Mage. Needs to have at least some activation cost for the Siphon, but the Blood Mage is getting pummeled. Can't use Banish on himself. The Berserker is falling. The rifles are falling. Bear's pressing forward. This needs to be exquisite kiting on Fortitude's side, but I don't think he has it in him.
Demon Hunter is so tough to bring down. This Ring of Regen has been sensational the whole game. And don't forget about the big healing potion that was there earlier also. The items were definitely aiding Remind, but looks now very close to a victory for him. He's got the supply lead with a better army, with the better heroes, finding yet more and more kills.
Slow and Siphon. Level 3 Blood Mage might be a game winner. Slow Trap is kicking in. The Bears will suffer. Staff is on cooldown. Both staffs are stutter stepping. Slowly towards level 3. No deny. 2.8 on the Blood Mage.
Alright, 40. Back at 50 supply. Remind at 56. Demon Hunter looking for more precious human blood. It's close to level 5 already.
Would love to see one breaker to steal Ritu. But can't squeeze that into that 50 food army. Rather attack upgrades. Invis as well. New reinforcements trickling in. Gotta be careful to not send that into the fangs of the demon. We got level 3 on the Blood Mage. Siphon just got a lot better.
Awkward position here. Not a good spot to fight for Remind, especially when the Bears are slowed. At the moment, only slow on the Demon Hunter though. Mana on the Sorks is looking good, but of course it's very hard to properly micro this as the human as you don't have a clear frontline. You have to kite to the end of days. Lots of gold though on 40 that he certainly wants to spend on heal scrolls.
Yeah, I agree. 700 of them. He's constantly in no upkeep. Remind is paying the taxes at 60 food, waiting for the next Moonwell. At some point, the Night Elf army will just be overwhelming. He has the higher tech. He has the higher heroes. This should all be game-winning material here. More creeping for Fortitude, of course. But he's moving further and further away from Remind's base, where he wants to be, where he kind of has to be, without a second base to, like, pump up the army. Ooh. We got level 5 and 4 on Remind.
Alright. Supply lead still with the Night Elf. This will be a win for the ages. If 40 pulls it off, everything is speaking in favor of Remind.
Mana burn for 150, but that was the last one. How good is the micro? How good is the banish? And how good is the siphon? Carry is definitely the Blood Mage here, plus the rifles with damage. 2-1 upgrades. Dryads are falling in seconds once they're focused.
This was looking surprisingly good here to start things off. I think the Demon are leading the charge and not with the Bears. May have been a bit of a mistake. Again, all the mana being drained. Can 40 really do it? Down by about 5 supply, 7 supply against a big bear army. 1 base, 1 base.
Army supply is closing. Siphon is absurd now, taking away another Fork Lightning. Remind can fight in his base. He got 2 Moonwells with 130 each. 1 hard to reach with 340.
He could use a lot of banish if he wants. On the Demon Hunter right, he could also use it on the Bears. Almost no cooldown, of course, this banish ability. And the Demon Hunter is completely useless at the moment.
Yeah. Sniped the Wisp before the detonate. That was nice. 2 units for 40 about to fall. You talked about it. Banish, but can't use Banish once the cycle is up. Another bear falls. The heal scroll coming in clutch. Another bear. Where are the staffs
No
for
way.
Remind? He's
No
saving
way,
them
bro.
for the demon, but he doesn't really need it. Both staffs on cooldown. Remind overwhelmed. The rifle push, dude. He's doing it.
The Demon Hunter completely negated the whole time. The Mass Banish can't be dispelled by the Trice. There's not enough mana. Almost all the bears are gone. It's gonna be only heroes left soon. AM level 5. There's no mana for the Dispel. No way.
He just trashed him, dude. Complete annihilation. Did he even lose more than 2 units?
Holy hell, dude. That was sick. Remind was relying on a strong level 5 Demon Hunter, but he was completely negated. He didn't have invulns, he didn't have anti-magics. That was probably an oversight. But what a crazy strong comeback here by 40.
To not give this up, to realize his win condition with creeping and shop control. That was absurd. The power of Siphon, the power of Banish. Korea. Demon Hunter about to fall now. Staff is ready, but how to heal? Little bit of Moon Juice. Easy Archmage reposition.
Wow. Sick. Dude, back-to-back games with a comeback.
Yeah.
Fortitude was behind quite clearly in both games. But today he might be the carry for China.
We're eating fish tonight as the Naga falls. GG! Stabbing against the defeat. Remind was maybe a kill or 2 away from claiming the championship. But now Korea has to send in the ace and has to send in Moon to save the championship for them. What a sick performance by Fortitude.
Whew. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Very impressed with 40. Looking really good. Resilient play. Never giving up. Waiting for his opportunity. And once you have that big army, once you have all that mana, all that banish, the Demon Hunter was really negated. Blood Mage working out there very well in the late game. Almost looked like Remind was a bit too sure of his victory. If he had gotten, more invulns and would have paid more attention. There's ways to counter Siphon. But credit where credit is due. Fortitude deservedly winning this and bringing us to the big game.
Yeah, this is the match now. China 3, Korea 2. It has to be Fortitude versus Moon. Like, I can't see any other option. I mean, there is no option because they got 3 down already. Fly still on the bench for China, but it doesn't really matter. This is the final. This is the map for the tournament.
So far, 40 has impressively withstood the pressure. But if you guys were here yesterday, you may have remembered that Moon was also playing insanely well. Beating Hawk, beating Dice, beating Starbuck, and came within an inch of beating Happy. But then Happy turned it around. But it was a clear indicator that Moon is also looking solid. In some of those matches, he looked pretty much flawless. And he's going to have map pick advantage, of course.
Okay. Is it up already? Or does 40 need a break after this one? He's going through the ringer here, of course. 2 maps back to back, both very stressful. So a little bit of a break might be in order for him. Jesus Christ. This is a team match worthy of a final.
Yeah. Really cool how it's coming very close down to this. If China wins 4-3, by the way, Europe will be in 3rd place then. But this is not the big story here. The big story is for first place between these two teams.
Yeah. Whew, all right. Well, we do wait for the match, right? It didn't start yet. Good. Then we can probably tell you guys something, because you know that in 13 days we got a little event called Rara Land. We gather the best players in the world in Dortmund. We gather a lot of you guys in Dortmund. And we gotta swag you up a little bit. We got merch out, everybody. Took us, to be honest, a little longer than expected, but it's finally out. The merch is up at raramerch.backtowarcraft.com. We got 2 t-shirts this time with the Rara mask in a bit of an anime style. We got, of course, the Rara print. We got new mouse pads. We got new arm sleeves, floor mats, etc. Mouse pad in 1x1 and 16x9 or whatever the format is. All up at Rara Merch. We got a little leftover from last year there as well. For you guys who are coming to Rara Land, the shirts say sold out, but what they mean is it's only available on site. That has some logistical reasons and tax reasons, etc. But shirts available on site. Everything else, if you are at Rara Land, you can order the mouse pads, etc. already online. Use the pickup code RARA PICKUP, so it will be delivered to Dortmund. Otherwise, it will be delivered to your home. And as I said, the shirts not sold out. They will be available on site in Dortmund. And then if we have some left over after the event, they will go into the online shop.
Very cool. Swag it up. Rara Land is less than 2 weeks away, Neo. Isn't that exciting?
13 days.
13 days!
You think you're gonna cause some, I don't know, anxiety attacks now, but you know, the anxiety attack times are over. 2 weeks ago, I was really stressed. Now, I think it's a doable amount of work left.
Our next match has just been hosted. We have to wait a little bit. This time they put in the delay. Yeah, I'm excited for it. And of course, it's going to be a completely smooth event, Neo. There's going to be no hiccups, no issues, no commotions. I myself am going to be extremely reasonable Remo, as they call me. So it's just going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah, Remo, I got that clipped. I got that set as a bookmark.
Yeah, I don't know why you saved this. No need to. I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be. I'm gonna be living by my word, just as Jesus did.
Mm-hmm. You won't even make it to day 1 without breaking that promise. we all know.
It would be funny if I like it.
I mean,
if
we
an
all
ambulance
know.
has to come on day 2 or something like that.
We all know. I want to buy a camera. I wonder what Neo uses. I am using a Sony Alpha. And then there's a number. 5100, I think. Got it third hand. So good luck finding one.
What's the map, by the way?
Terranastan, dude.
It is Terranastan.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Twisted.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's understandable nowadays with the meta. Demon Hunter here looks so damn good. All right, 40. Can you do it, 40? I wanted to win. Dude, I want 40 here to have the glorious exit out of this tournament.
That would be quite a catch-up, dude. After the first week, China was at the bottom of the barrel. They were not really competitive.
Yeah.
At all. And then they kept on winning. That's incredible.
Yeah, week 2 as well. It got closer week 2, but they still lost both games. Then week 3 and 4. Win, 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 win. It's like that ASAP Rocky song. Win, 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 win. All I do is win. That's what 40 is saying right now. But Moon's also been doing a lot of winning. As far as the most successful players in the tournament go, number 1's of course Happy. Best win rate, that is. Then Colorful, then Moon, then Sock, then 40.
25 seconds until the grand final. Guys, who do you think does it? Is it 40? Is it Moon? China? Korea? After dropping the map against Happy yesterday, when he could have closed it out with the Warden, I think we're gonna see the angry Moon. I think Moon's gonna take it home.
Angry Moon, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
The one from Majora's Mask, That kind of Moon.
Never played that game.
Jesus Christ, Remo, what are you doing
it's
with your
overrated.
life? You heard it's overrated? That was the dual cast for today. Goodbye, Remo. Have a fine Friday. Have a good weekend. See you. Oh, you're not invited to Rara Land anymore, by the way. Bye. Nah, just joking. He's still there. He's still there.
All right. How angry is Moon gonna be? Is he gonna be cool and composed? Terran stand. This is the map for the championship, guys.
That's right. That is absolutely right. Here is the tale of the tape between the two, everybody. Moon 4-2 historically almost always the upper hand. 40 is the best human in the world. Moon currently the second best Night Elf in the world, right behind Lawlight. The recent results between them go back and also forth. They played each other twice in this championship already. One went to 40, one went to Moon. In the race battle, it was Moon taking it home 2-1, but you see how close their matches are. We are synced up. We have everything set up. Let's get ready for Terran stand in the decision in the China, Korea, Europe Championship.
Chat is greatly in favor of Moon with the predictions. Moon, of course, one of the most popular players out there. And I get it. Moon's always exciting to watch. Still, to this day, one of the best Night Elves in the scene. Very innovative. A pleasure to observe. He is starting off with the Demon Hunter and finds himself against the Mountain King.
Wow, no Warden, huh? On Terraner's stand. All right. On paper, it makes sense. I think you can bank on the fact that Fortitude is going for a Mountain King here. He's been doing that for almost 8 to 9 years straight. And if you have more faith in Demon Hunter and think you can counter him with Mana Burn, then that is your pick.
Was trying to be sneaky, steal a last hit here with the Shadow Priest. Would have been big, especially if he gets one of the larger ones, but all last hits go to Moon. Clean creep. MK also picked up his level 2. Got the Mantle, which is nice. Got the Heal Pot, which is nice. Demon Hunter not so happy with his items, I think.
Not really. Wind of Mana stealing, doubling down on the burns though. That's kind of cool, especially against a mana-heavy hero like an MK. I'm very happy with the support that we're getting from the community, especially Buttcrumbs, who gifted us up to Rara Land, and Angry Moon, really, with the €1 donation. It's coming home! And Knubbequakes, the absolute GOAT, B2W Knubbe in the chat for the gifted sub to Ins Gesicht schädeln.
Thank you, thank you. All right. Pressure is rising already. We are on Terran stand. This is the most defensive map perhaps ever in the history of Warcraft 3. We have to expand. That goes for both sides pretty much. Question is how easy it's going to be. How many losses are going to be suffered? MK is getting a lot of mana drained already, and perhaps this one of Mana Steal wasn't even that bad.
As I said, I feel like he wanted to steal the staff away, but he didn't have the resources really. Would have been amazing to have a Mountain King with a lack of mobility at that stage of the game when you want to harass across the map after setting up your own expansion. Demon Hunter in a prime position for a immolation, but now he's getting hurt, he's getting surrounded, and now we would love to have that tele staff.
He's trying to buy time though and make creeping this more difficult with militia duration soon to run out. But this is a pretty easy expansion to creep, especially with normal damage, because all these big creeps back here have medium armor. Trying to steal an asset, maybe with a Berserker. The Berserker gets engaged heavily by Moon. If he loses this Berserker, this will be painful. The MK, with a couple of bashes, has a chance. Here comes the staff back from the Demon.
5 mana away from a Stormbolt, gets rid of it immediately. Footy falling. Moon, how much damage can you do? There's another Wind of Mana stealing. Once the Mountain King is back to 50, he can use that, fuel the tank, and burn away. Berserker safe to the side. Demon Hunter can, of course, not get surrounded here. There's no way out for 65 seconds.
was like a great early game for Moon, though. He's delaying this expansion so much, killing more peasants, killed some footies already. Would love to get the Berserker. Here come the Mercs from the other side. Moon is looking for more kills. The Archers engaging deep. There's no dust to detect them. One of Mana Steel again. And the Berserker will be going down, maybe. Oh, the heal!
Will he, though?
Just enough.
Gets the last hit here as well. Moon committing a bit again. Would it make sense to go Bash 2 here? Maybe not. He's not doing it. What an action-packed early game to this final. Moon pedal to the metal. Or in a Night Elf case, pedal to wood. I don't know how that works. But that was stressful. But 40 survives. He is facing a soon-to-be 2-base tier 2 Night Elf, though.
Yeah, I see this as a big win for Moon. Only thing he's lacking is level 3 Demon, but that should be achievable pretty soon. Tier 2 finish. Can go for a second hero. The Tree of Life is up. Can go for Lures in a moment. Seems like Moon is in a prime position.
Thank you, Donjarito, for the 8-month resub. Got the shop up for some clarities. Moonwells, of course, as well. Fortitude still needs to tech. His lumber is okay. His gold is a bit low after all the expenses in the early game. Moon is stepping away from the gas a little bit as he has to creep his natural as well. And then Demon Hunter is 3, and to double down on the fire, we got the Panda as expected.
MK joins via the staff, looking for a harass here, but the footies aren't in yet. There's only the single one, I should say. The rest are taking a bit longer, and the MK, well, he's got the heal potion. He's gonna commit it here and try to remain to do more pressure. If you can take out the Tree of Life, that's the way back into the game to grab the lead.
No chance though, there's 5 wisps. Panda also did a good job. Boots on the Mountain King, finally. He's just constantly getting mana burned. That is the counter. He has to rely on Bash and now on the foot people.
Alright, this could be quite scary now. A couple of bashes especially. Footy splitting off, going for the wisps as well, and Moon finds himself in a bit of a dicey situation. Demon Hunter not level 3 yet. The Panda is soon to be out of mana. Found a pendant, he's got one more breath. But Moon holding well for now. Tree of Life, half HP! And Foy just leaves the game? Wait, what?
Wait, what? What happened?
Was that a disconnect or was that a leave? Okay, admin is telling me it's a bug.
Oh my god, it's Moon vs. Soulsane all over again!
Well, the other way around, I suppose.
Oh.
There was a bug and we're gonna regame. Apparently. So a desync, probably. Oh, that sucks for Moon, dude. He was in such a good spot. He was in such a good spot.
Oh, man! You know what? Wouldn't it be nice to have resume from replay in Warcraft 3?
That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool, I gotta admit.
Blizzard, if you want to announce something cool at BlizzCon later tonight, resume from replay for Warcraft 3, please. Oh man, that pains. And why always in these important games, dude? Or maybe it's just what we remember, but...
Dude, maybe there's just some, you know, Matrix hacker code in Terrastand. It always happens on Terrastand.
Oh, do you remember WGTL? That was
Absolutely not.
That was Turtle Rock, where we had the final between
I
Fly
remember
Infi and TH and Newbie with Lin 120 and Lawlight, and we had a stalemate for 2 hours because they were discussing what's supposed to happen. Yeah, that was Turtle Rock, but...
The next game's up already, by the way.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Wanna waste no time.
Oh, man, we did such a great job hyping up this final, and now this. Always ruining on the parade. But you know what? More Warcraft is almost always more good.
Alright. Moon, is he gonna be able to keep his cool? This was a sensational early game by Moon. He found so many kills, hardly lost anything. If he even lost anything, delayed the expansion, got his tech up, got his panda up, held on to the Tree of Life counter expansion. It was almost the perfect early game for Moon. But fate today is a cruel mistress. Regame it is. We're swapping positions.
And people
We're
say,
sticking with the same heroes.
yeah. And people say tournaments in Warcraft 3 are predictable. Come on, you never know when a desync happens. Let's go, everybody. Let's do it again. Match points for the championship. If Fortitude wins, China wins. If Moon wins, Korea wins. As easy as that.
Trying again to go for Shadow Priest steal. Saw that before. Shadow Priest died there in the end. 40 gets it again.
Alrighty. Peasant dies. Immolation creep, of course, important. What are the items this time? Will we have mana potions, or will it be the big ones again, big heal potions again? Cloak, kinda nice. Invo potion, not as good as the heal potion, I'd say. No denies just yet. Immolation makes sure of that. And once again, we got the wand of mana stealing. What?
Shadow Priest stole the last hit.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh,
Still
sweet!
level 2 though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no nuts items, so it's still looking pretty even, still pretty comparable to before. Again, we know there's going to be an expansion. Question is just when exactly. Moon changing up his build, right? I think before he went for a tree before expansion, tree of life before tech, I mean. Now he's going for the tech instead first, but a counter expansion tree of life is still expected.
Absolutely correct. Moon, by the way, got the Shadow Priest on the right-hand side, so both have a little bit of healing. Both could dispel if necessary. We're waiting for the 7 p.m. time again. This time Fortitude boots. Is he waiting for the staff? Yeah, he got both. Moon on the other side, very little mobility.
Yeah, this means the Demon Hunter won't be able to re-aggress like you saw before. This is looking way better for 40 already. Making good adjustments with what fate presented. But Moon still has a chance here to get in there, do some damage. That's a lot of militia.
And Wisps and Burn. Immolation against Militia, of course. Militia are attacking the mercenaries to do the normal damage here. Stormbolt, right-click, Berserker is kind of necessary for this attack, but no chance. Early level 3. Wand of Mana Stealing, both been used.
No man on the MK anymore, has to hope for the bashes now. Surround the Demon Hunter is doing a ton of damage, but perhaps won't find that many kills. TP out is going to be needed. Needs to do that before the bash. We have learned that lesson.
Yo. Gets a footman on the way out. This is a lot of damage, but this is not too many worker kills. And that is on a late counter expansion.
Players' forces are under attack.
It's definitely looking way better this time around for 40. This is a position he likes to play way more. Has to go for the early shop, of course, to heal. But it's also great for the MK. There's going to be clarities now, always available as the power build will begin. Demon Hunter will need a level 3 quickly. He's going to get that now.
Still not going for boots or staff. Even though it's nighttime, he could. Rather investing into shop and hunter's hall. Both very expensive, of course, in combination. Mountain King should be satisfied with the level 3 that he acquired. No items left to work with. Rather circlet on him. Expo up in a bit.
All right. Aggressive expedition here by 40. He's got one Stormbolt,
The players' forces are
but no good targets at the moment. Good scouting by Moon. The Demon Hunter ready to receive the guests. Not too guest friendly though.
No, not really. I wouldn't like to be invited by this guy. Panda says hello. And Mountain King moves away. How fast is the tech? 6 minutes 10 at the moment. Queuing another peasant. Should be around the same time as before then. 6:40-ish, 6:30.
Moon this time is going for later expansion, but it's going to have quicker dryads, and those dryads are going to be a big, big help. Tree of Life coming up. Is he going for Nature's Blessing? Nope. So still gonna walk a bit slower. But the Demon Hunter is strong at this point in the game. We all know it. Fast level 3, level 2 mana burn, boots of speed, couple of other items. And the Demon Hunter is the king of this phase in the game. Unless there's a ton of footies with which the Demon Hunter can have difficulties. Normally here the Demon should be able to hold things steady. And that he does. And the Panda is creeping up in the meantime.
The hold steady, great band. Yeah, good zoning. You don't. Mana burn.
My favorite band.
Okay, cool. Let's next time we go to a concert. 74 mana burn just right here. I like that. The attention to detail. And 40 going to the left-hand side, going to the lab, opening this up, gets the Shredder first, but this could also mean Zeppelins down the road. But Moon seeing this, reacting immediately with an early Ancient of Wind.
This is really nice by 40. I like this a lot. He has to go for the Zeppelin because otherwise the risk is really high that the opponent goes for the Zeppelin and then drops into his expansion, where there's no towers yet.
Yep.
Oh, Stormbolt.
Surround. No TP.
Gets the Demon.
Blocks, opens it up again. Shredder down. Demon escapes. But no way, Bash. Ooh, Panda to the rescue.
Yeah, and the Shredder wasn't down yet. It was low HP in the Zeppelin, but he did lose the Shredder in the end. That is a lot of lumber not going 40's way in the end. And I think he was kind of banking on that. He doesn't have that much lumber capacity.
Right on. That was a bit odd. Scroll of Regen, and we immediately fly across where the Ancient of Wind is done, where Moon's army is waiting. 20 plus years of experience. He knows exactly what's coming.
Is 40 still going to commit? He might have the forces needed to get the cancel here.
Okay, let's see. No reaction at the moment. The Breath of Fire wasn't perfect. Ooh, this close.
Drunken Ace. What? He didn't use Drunken Ace.
Yeah.
That would have been a save with Drunken Haze. What the hell?
Ooh, okay. Going for the zap now, but the Hippo is a bit too late. Great attack by 40. Invited, of course, by Moon.
Yeah, that's 600 gold lost because of no Drunken Haze on time. It's an Archmage second, double Sanctum. 40 is gonna look for a big rifle push. Ooh, that's Zeppelin also. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was about to say, one more attack and everything would have fallen into the river.
Some toxic water in there. Instantly kills you, I hear.
Well, it's rather the fall. It's not very deep, this water. You fall on your neck and it's over. I'm pretty sure you can drink it.
Breaking my bones, so I know what it's about.
And Moon is turning this around. You want a Zeppelin drop? Me, I show you how it's done. Demon Hunter, Zap, Immolation,
great attack.
No tower in the base.
Oh, it's gonna cost a lot of gold, more XP for the Demon. Almost dodging the Stormbolt. But now the MK, he just has to stay home. No other way to deal with this Demon Hunter, I think.
This is so annoying. Just this little oversight of not building an arcane. 40 is so rich in gold. But as we said, that Shredder loss is kneecapping him extremely hard. And the Panda is having the time of his life, cleaning up the entire left-hand side now.
Quick level 3 for him, in stark contrast to this AM, who's just an aura bot so far. And I guess now 40 has to go for a workshop to get a gyro to deal with the Zeppelin. Man, this is annoying.
He's trying with the rifle to save the cost, but yeah, Demon Hunter is back. Being greeted by a Stormbolt, but that's just one Stormbolt. Plus 16 damage on the Demon Hunter, by the way. Found another claw and a greater mana potion.
That is quite great, especially for the Panda. Oh my god, he's creeping so much, dude. One camp after the next. I think this is gonna be level 4 for him already.
40 was able to eliminate 2 Korean players. Moon so far puts himself in a great position. Same supply, but more even resources. Levels are insane. Inventory is insane. Ankh on the Demon Hunter, not even half bad against Stormbolt level 2. And when's the push gonna hit for 40? He's not teching. He has to hit soonish.
Yeah, very, very soon. Going for a workshop now, though, that's going to take plenty more time. The Zeppelin has seen it for Moon, and is getting ready for the defense. Terranos Stand, always a great defensive map. How hard it is to wrap around towards the expansion. And the defending player always has to shop between his two bases. He'll go for heal scrolls and invulns and everything else he might need. And now it's going to be Moon going for the first bit of aggression. Everything here quite hurt already. It's, of course, a little move to buy time.
Even building a new engine of war at the bottom left-hand side for some attacks, I guess. Floodgates open, breaking the farm. Even though Carson thought that's impossible, it is absolutely not. Not if your name is Moon. Going back, he can afford it, as he forced the town portal on the other side as well. And man, fortitude. 46 lumber.
That shredder, huh? That shredder. Ah, that hurt.
Correct. That engine of war will not do much. Wait, he's building a lot of engines of war. What the? I don't get it.
He just built one, didn't he?
He built two. Upper right as well. I cancelled it now.
I just see one. Next to the expansion. I mean, it's kind of a nice defensive addition.
Yeah, but upper right as well at the bridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he built this one, and the other one was just the one from the beginning, wasn't it? In the bottom left.
No.
Double level 4 heroes now. Demon 4, Panda 4. That's a good starting position. If both these heroes get level 5, it's extremely hard to beat him. 40 has to win the game before. He's going to try to do it now. 71 supply. He's got a lead there. He might find a creepjack.
Panda has a TP. Can get out. Mountain King sees it. Takes care of the Demon Hunter first. Gyro's up, but the Panda gets pretty much everything here. Fairy Dragon deployed. Doesn't really need it here. And TP out. Trade it again without much cost. And oh, the bear for free though.
But the Demon Staff's in. Use the staff to get the bear out. The Ancient of War got him in position, Neil. What are you saying now?
I think that Moon did the right thing and I was wrong questioning the GOAT. That's what
really
I'm
good game
saying.
here by Moon. Also, you know, staying mentally cool after that unfortunate regame. Moon just now building up that perfect army. But there is one little specialty on this map. If you have mortar teams, you can start shooting the gold mine from behind the river. I think that's still possible, right?
So you're saying they came from behind the river? That is possible.
Across the river. But we don't have mortar teams yet, eh? We just have gyros so far.
We do have Blizzard that could do a similar trick. And Mountain King got clapped, by the way. No bash anymore.
Moon is the one with the shredder now, by the way, can go heavily into upgrades. About to be 1-2 on the bears. And closing in on that 80 supply. With Moonwells defensively at home. We have an Invis Footy scouting what's going on. And I don't think 40 really likes what he's seeing.
Nah. Can the bears fit on the bridge? All of them? That might be the 40 advantage. What the? Okay. Very defensive scout towers.
Yeah, they are ultra far back.
Okay. In Germany, we say Schaffle, Schaffle, Towerbauer.
Speaking arcanes as well.
Yeah. They are cheaper in lumber though, right? Oh, Zeppelin drop!
Oh!
Oh, that panda's having a feast! This would be such a classic game to lose your Zeppelin, but I think he'll just TP out. Blizzard! Nice stab, TP away, damage isn't enough.
Oi! That was some good damage against the bears.
Oh, the piercing damage squad took out all the towers.
Damn, Moon. Alright. That was pretty sick.
How
That was
did-
pretty sick.
Did he see that, or did he just assume something's going on there?
May have seen it with the flying units, I'm not sure.
Galaxy brain. That might determine the championship. Dude, I want to see that fight. We got 3 heal scrolls on 40 versus 2 on Moon. Big mana potions still up. We got massive AoE damage with Breath of Fire, Blizzard, and Clap.
A player's forces are under attack.
That Zep is
Number of
gone.
gyros here. With proper kiting. Might be able to win the air fight. Alright, 40 getting in position. Attack on the bridge. Like you said before, this could be the perfect position for Clap Blizzard against the Bears.
Moon, by the way, built another expansion bottom left-hand side. It's entangling now. Mortar teams joining soon. Another attack upgrade. 90 food for 40. This is the fight that will probably decide the championship for either China or Korea. Let's go!
40 has to kite backwards. Big damage already from the Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire. Of course, that's what the heal scrolls are for. First 2 heal scrolls used on both sides. Good Clap, good Blizzard. But how much mana is there going to be? For how long? Demon Hunter on the chase. Going to use the mana burn soon. The Gyros close to winning the air fight. When are we going to have the sturdy front line? Panda in trouble as well. Low HP. Has TP.
There was a solid fight. 2 heal scrolls used. Panda got 5. Moon got a huge objective here. But of course, 40 has the sustain with heal and the Brilliance Aura. What he doesn't have is high levels. 4-4 MK, 2-5 Archmage. This is not enough. The Panda is where it needs to be. And Moon made sure of that by creeping a lot when the Demon Hunter was creating space. 40 never had that pleasure.
Going back to the shop, do we have no new scrolls available? Not right now, I
Yeah,
guess.
there is.
Now there is. 2 scrolls back on Moon. Again, the defensive advantage on Terraner stand. Shop between your 2 bases.
I gotta say, by the way, that was the big mana potion committed in the fight earlier on Moon. So only the little one remaining. And Moon is on 3 bases now. But 40 knows that.
He knows about it. Can you do something about it is the question.
Dude, we said many things that weren't too pleasant about Terraner Stand. But Terraner Stand in Human versus Night Elf is one of the greatest setups you can have, especially with these players.
Yeah. Terraner stand is a cool map. Like, it's interestingly designed. The problem is just, it's a balanced disaster in most matchups. But here, it's alright.
Oh, dodges the bolt with an invoke potion. That's a wonderful setup now, of course. Gotta rely again on Blizzard and Clap on that huge AoE damage. And the kiting game begins anew.
It's wide out in the open, not what the human army likes. Would like to get back into a safe choke position. Mana now gone on the Mountain King. He doesn't have a mana potion anymore. AM getting kind of caught as well. Panda looking for the big connect. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. Didn't do that much damage, honestly. The Gyros have been surprisingly unaffected by these Breath of Fire so far.
Oh, can he win the air fight? If he takes out the fairies, that's a lot more firepower for the casters in the bag. Archmage, Demon, both pretty hurt. Regent was running for a long time. Triple kill on the breath. Panda doing Panda things.
That's the thing, you only have to be asleep once and the Breath of Fire is going to do huge damage. Demon Hunter in trouble though, might be going down! There is the Ankh, going to bring him back on 500 HP. The Panda is roasty toasty, nicely searing up everything. He's got 1 or perhaps 2 more Breath of Fire. Demon Hunter back in the mix. He's level 5 and that will do it! It is enough! Moon wins it and Korea takes first.
Korea wins the championship. All 3 regions were part. But Korea stands on top with Moon and Lin. Focus reminds Sok. They all did a hell of a job winning week 1 and standing on top of week 2 as well. Fortitude, he had such a tough task today. He took out 2 Koreans, but 3 were a little much. And the region wars goes to Korea and Moon carries it home.
Fitting, I guess. Moon, the biggest legend this game has ever seen, and had a really strong showing in this tournament as well. The strongest player of his team, with Sok in second place. Korea, just a really strong lineup. And that also, notably, with Lin only playing 2 of the weeks. Korea here looking really strong, and China really regretting not having that potent lineup right out the gate.
Yeah, exactly. Week 1 was really not theirs. But hey, that's what it is. Okay, so this is not over yet, as Fly is still alive, but that doesn't change the fact that Korea has won the tournament. They can't lose it anymore. That's a fact. So this decides. Does it?
If Fly wins, they take second place. If Fly loses, they. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
If Fly wins, they get second, and if Korea wins, they get third.
Are you sure? Oh yeah. Because it's 3. Yeah. That's because it's 3-3 at the moment. Yeah, you're right. So second place is still a lot of money. Fly has to give it his all. The difference between first and second place is 10,000 yuan. And of course, I don't have to convert that because everybody knows how much that is, right? Huh?
It's like $1,500.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So yeah, one map for $1,500 here for Fly.
And which map is he gonna choose? We still have Twisted and LR. And I think that's it, right?
Yep. That is correct.
Seems like must be LR then. LR, normally a really good map against Night Elf if he's playing Keeper. Very strong for talents with Demon Hunter, but Moon not necessarily much of the Demon Hunter talents player. And of course, Moon loves Twisted. We all know that.
Oh yeah. Man, Moon vs. Fly. It's such a classic matchup. Two very, very likable personalities, of course. Two entertainers of their respective region and race, of course. If Fly loses, Europe takes second. Yes, that's what we said. Without doing anything. So all the European players rooting for Moon in the upcoming match. Poor 40, man. He will probably take some flack again from the community.
Yeah, Chinese community can be pretty rough. Well, would have been glorious if he had gotten the win, but Moon definitely there, deserving it more. Yeah, Turner stand looks really good as well, but Moon proving yesterday and today that he's in killer shape. Fly, I haven't seen him play in quite a while. He will need to bring a very strong performance.
Yeah, I saw him versus Hawk the other day. Wednesday, I think. That looked really good. He also tried this new Lin build against Happy. Was a little bit too slow for that, but by no means bad or anything. He's legit, dude.
Yeah, it's always been a fascinating character to watch. His highs and lows in the game and in the meta in general. The Blade Master meme that was born through him. Live and die by the blade. He's gonna pick the next map now. LR or TM. 2 left.
And another sub for us. Thank you, Morgoth88, for the 37-month resub. Do you want to talk a little bit with Morgoth about Lord of the Rings lore?
You know who Morgoth is, Neo?
Of course.
What the hell?
Dude, I've been casting with you for 15 years and more. Who would I be if I'm not taking a little interested in your hobbies as well?
I mean, you saw Lord of the Rings, though.
I also
Unlike my girlfriend, which shocked me. But,
look who's bragging, who's got a girlfriend. My girlfriend here, my girlfriend there. I got a girlfriend, look at me.
Wow. That's a sick brag, Neo. Anyways, you said since you know who Morgoth is, who is Morgoth, Neo?
Morgoth is basically what Sauron was later, but more powerful and earlier.
So, the enemy of Middle-earth.
Yeah, he wanted to take everything over. Second or first age, I'm not too sure. One of these ages before. Super powerful dude. Lost in the end, though loser.
All right. And you know what? That was pretty good.
And Sauron was like his apprentice, dude.
He was the most powerful of the Maya, and he got corrupted. Evil.
Evil.
And yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. And Sauron was one of his lieutenants.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, Dude,
Good.
Lord of the Rings lore is so good to fall asleep to on YouTube. Love it. Thank you, Nis Nairo, for the 49-month resub. Less than 3 right back. I don't have a game, so don't yell at us that we shouldn't talk about stuff like this.
We are getting ready.
Are we?
And peeking at the lobby, I can see that it is Last Refuge indeed. Fly versus Moon. All right. Now the question, of course, also is how much does Moon care about this game? First place is achieved.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they want this victory, though. They want to, like, between Korea and China, it's more about points and money. It's about bragging rights as well. And Korea doesn't want to go out without taking the last series here of China as well. In 3 minutes, we'll be live. Then it's Flow TV time. And again, in 2 hours, yes, BlizzCon. Be here when Warcraft 4 gets announced. When the new Warcraft 3 expansion gets announced. Celebrate it with me.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty curious what they're gonna announce. Like every BlizzCon is pretty interesting, like in terms of what they announce. Normally they announce something interesting. Hopefully it's not just like, you know, StarCraft, Stardew Valley phone mobile game or something.
That could definitely. I think like WoW Classic Plus is almost a given at this point.
What is that Classic Plus, by the way?
That's basically like a parallel universe, like a restart of that universe, because the regular WoW is way too bloated at the moment with lots of stuff. So they kind of want to dial it back and restart from a certain point in the story.
Wait, didn't they do that already with Classic?
No, Classic is just the old stuff again. But
yes,
the way it was 10 or 15 years ago.
So if they do Classic Plus, they start with only Azeroth, but they have some new systems as well from the new expansions?
I'd guess so. I think you can, if I understood this correctly, which of course I could be wrong, it's like the new Star Trek movies, right? They are not in the same timeline as the Star Trek series. So think of it as that.
Okay.
Like
wait, so they can make new lore for an alternate universe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's complicated.
Yep.
Wait, which is the official storyline?
I don't know. The one that Chris Madsen's gonna write for them, I guess.
Okay.
Because he's back, you know. We still got
Classic Plus is the original game, but they expand the same world instead of making new expansions.
See, you take the original game and then. Oh, both observers
does that mean
left
no
the game.
Outworld and no like Burning Crusade stuff?
I guess so. That's my understanding.
Dude, for a normie in quotes like me who doesn't know about WoW,
Yep.
it sounds very complicated.
Yep.
But all right, fair enough.
Yeah, I guess the simplified version is it's an alternate timeline. Here come the WoW nerds educating us. Thank you for the €2. Tarmok went shopping for Rara today. You guys gonna love it. Maybe. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Remember Tarmok giving us the beautiful liquor last time?
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro. Oh. That was a rough one.
Okay.
All right.
It's a rehost.
But Tarmok, though, just before, we don't see you for 2 weeks. If you get something cool, but don't give it to us to bring back then. That was way too much stuff, dude. That was too much. But we're gonna drink it there with all the homies. That's a better idea.
I guess it's too late now. We already bought it.
But yeah, we can bring it there, and then we drink it there with all the homies.
True.
All right, and I think we got our game, don't we? Let's go. Last map.
The observers crashed and they have to rehost.
All right then. Well, at least it was very early on. Nothing happened yet.
Correct.
These things happening more and more gives me a bit of anxiety.
Nah, I think like sometimes observers just crash, you know, like PCs just crash, connections get lost, you know, happens. That both observers crash. That's a little unfortunate.
Hopefully it won't happen that much in 2 weeks.
Never. There's not gonna be any technical problems at all. Please pray to all the gods that you know that there's not gonna be any technical difficulties at all. That would be very good for my mental health.
You know Moon is there.
No. That's not. But Thorzane isn't.
And Terranos isn't, so...
And Terranos isn't. But maybe Leon is becoming the new Thorzane. So I'm also a big Leon fan.
How could you not?
Right?
It's just the sweetest.
I don't know, dude.
Wait, is this the new game already?
It is
this the
the
old
new
game?
I got a new game. It is created 1653.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there, boys.
All right. No delay this time. Go, go, go.
Yes, go, go, go. Need a little bit of fast forwarding so we're in sync with each other. And then we got the last map of the tournament that decides who's gonna claim second place. Is it China with the win of Fly over Moon? Or is Europe gonna claim second place if Moon wins this map as well? Come in and find out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. What are we going to be seeing? First little surprise for me. I thought Mooney was going to play a keeper, despite the fact that this map is pretty damn rough for keeper. But Moon's just so good with him and seems to like him a lot. But no, it's Demon Hunter now, which might just mean straight up talents from Moon. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, that would be classic. What the hell, dude? We see talents twice on one day? Are you kidding me? I thought they're out of the meta and unplayable. But with Moon, you never know. It could just be Mass Dryads with an Alchemist Chemical Rage second. He has a filled toolbox in this matchup.
Fly got the steal. Blade across the map. This is kind of a big deal. This means the Demon Hunter doesn't get level 2 from the High Priest. This means the Demon Hunter might not get level 2 for a long time.
It's not too great.
It's a good start for Fly.
And he's back to the blade as well after seeing him twice with the Farsia. I'm always a little bit disappointed seeing Fly with the Farsia. I feel like he's just so connected with the blade, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes the connection is lost in the early game. We've seen that before.
Yeah. Would love to have that sound now of a modem back in the day. That'd be a good modem in a different timeline.
Did your mom get often mad at you when you blocked the phone connection?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They had a shop, right, for like lamps and stuff, and I was playing Diablo 2, so nobody could call them. Cost them a lot of money. And then they got ISDN, but then I connected the 2 telephone lines to have a better ping in Diablo 2, and still nobody could call them, and it was twice as expensive. I got shit on a lot.
Next level. Was that before or after you spent so much money calling the Nintendo hotline?
Oh, that was after. Dude, it's really hard in Zelda Link to the Past to get to that stupid Moon Pearl. I had to call the Nintendo hotline and spend 80
I know!
80
you gotta get the
mark.
answer somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I had the walkthrough book already and it didn't tell me.
Sounds like a scam.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money with phones and internet lines back in the day.
Oh, illusion block? Not quite, but good idea. The Demon Hunter finally got level 2. Boy, he's got some really good items already. My.
Double ring and circlet is noise. Blade Master trying to hack and slay his way into the Night Elf base. Shop delay, kinda nice. But yeah, not that much progress. Tier 2 done. We get the Walkers, we get the Shadow Hunter, the Raiders as well. And Moon, since he has no shop, this kinda has to be talents. This has to be talents at this point. No.
Just making sure.
Hunter's what I mean.
Scouting still. Grunt's very passive. I wonder if Fly wants to instant expand. Looking at the Grunts here being so utterly inactive.
Good saves on the archers so far. Demon Hunter moving across as well. But do you want this defensive Beastmaster? It's very different to how Infi played it earlier.
Alright, Demon Hunter here showing up with a bit of mana burn harass. I think this is a good spot for Fly though. The Demon Hunter is not level 3 at all. It's going to take him forever. And, you know, this is one of the big reasons why this map is so good for talents, is because normally Demon Hunter creeping is so strong here. But with that one steal early on, everything was a little bit forced off track.
Nothing you can't recover from with good plays. Nice stalling here. Delays the Shadow Hunter for 10 seconds or so. And the Beastmaster can finally creep up as well. But no interference on the Beastery, no interference on the Lodge. Blade is right around the corner though.
Because the Demon is only level 2 and not a big threat on level 3, the Shadowrun doesn't have to go Hex. This means Heal Wave and Serpent Ward skill build should be available later. Blade is creating space. He's playing a bit with fire, but nothing really threatening him here.
You know, the Blade Master is just another unit you can sacrifice. We all know it. And yeah, Creepcraft, everybody, in the middle of the game. This Talon matchup can sometimes be a little dull in the mid-game stages before we get the big storm in the late.
So now the Shadowrunner is going Hex to creep this camp more easily. Seems a bit unnecessary. Could have just pulled the camp, the Grunt. That also works. But I guess isn't that... Oh, Shadowrunner!
No!
Uh-oh!
One more.
Okay.
One more stone.
Yeah, that's what can happen when you don't pull the creep. But okay. It's fine now.
Fixed. That's a lot of heal selves. Blade is around the corner here to cause some ruckus. Engine of War also going down. That's a powerful mercenary camp here on Last Refuge.
Blade didn't get any of the steals. That should have been kind of easy on paper normally, but alright.
He was a little stressed up north.
Alright. I guess so. Needs to take a chill pill then.
A chill pill.
Alright, this could be a strong timing for Fly. He just got the level 3. He just got the heal scroll. Master training not quite finished yet.
Dodges the end snare with a staff. Quite nice. Reveal us up with the Hawk, but that's a Talon with half mana. Lost for nothing. Dispel, not online yet, but neither is Cyclone, so that's okay.
We got the Orb of Venom. Ready to do a lot of damage, but the Demon Hunter is still not level 3. This is outstandingly late level 3 for the Demon Hunter, but he's also really tanky. He's got plus 11.6 armor. That's kind of crazy. But the other targets are much easier to take out. The Shadow Priest goes down right away. The Berserker should also be falling. The Ensnare's here finding kill after kill. And the Serpent Ward timing is looking strong.
One map for $1,500. Fly, can he do it for China? He's pushing Moon back into his own base. No Tinker yet. He never had the time. There we go. 2 Grunts about to fall, forcing a town portal on that Beastmaster. And that's 9 supply about to die. One more save right there. And the creeps are getting involved as well.
Weird base build by Moon. The shop is outside the base. He's almost lucky to get to it and heal up more there. If the shop falls, there's almost no healing possibility. But Moon holds with the use of the TP. That was a scary moment. But he's still alive. Next big item is Wand of the Wind. Well, that's some more gold then.
Well, you can also save mana with it. Well, yeah, I think an Invo Potion is a lot better. A Heal Scroll is a lot better. Let's see what he gets there. Scroll of the Beast, also not the luckiest there. But then Fly's army looks so weak right now. Because
Yeah,
3 raiders are at the bottom. That's odd.
Could go for a bit of Moonbell Harass, maybe? But against Cyclone also, that's a bit scary. Yeah, ideally you want to expand on tier 2, then launch these attacks, and then have the economy advantage as the Orc. That is certainly now not the case. Doesn't mean the game's over, by no means. Shadowhunter is well leveled, he's got 1 Berserker already. Still lots of stuff to creep on the map, and if Fly can build a huge army, get high level Shadowhunter, and get lots of Berserkers and stuff, there still is a way.
Mana burn on the Walker. Can try to get some more damage in. The Raiders are always luring for these little split pushes, but Moon not allowing that with the Tinker at home.
Beastmaster now almost 3. Good level up there as well. Says the scroll now finally. New TP to be on the safe side. And here comes the next attack. Oh, and there's no reinforced defenses. Burrows might be in trouble.
If Cash is casting this, he's getting PTSD from WGL. These buildings will fall in seconds. There's gonna be a little homeless problem in Fly's base in a sec. But the peons are doing a good job holding this.
Yeah, good repair, quick with that. The Tinker's very, very late to the party. No Pocket Factory here in the mix. Invul Potion on the Blade Master, looking for more kills, but now the Invuln is over, and now it's going to be stormy times. How much a spell is there? Decent amount still. Walker still have a good amount of mana left. We'll need to use some of these disenchants, but the Demon Hunter at the same time is putting in lots of damage with the Orb. Shadowhunter now completely out of mana. No mana potion on him. No spells to be used here for quite some time, as Moon is kiting backwards, trying to find as many kills as he can.
Some 6 saves by Fly here as well on the Raiders. Always moves them back. Talon damage, of course, just trickling. A heal scroll would be so good. He still got them. But the Shadowhunter is always high up in the air thanks to Cyclone, so he couldn't use him for a long time. That's a bit of a problem. Does Moon have to sustain with the Cyclones, or will Fly outmaneuver him?
Going for the Demon Hunter now. Heavy target. Critical strike, one after the next. Demon in trouble, but Potion is transferring. With that, he's still alive. And I think the staff is ready. So is the TP. TP given over. Demon Hunter getting hexed. Crucial moment, but there's the staff at the last second. The demon survives, ready to heal.
That was, of course, the town portal. Can't use it. Does he need it at the moment, though? Ooh, Fly, he's in. Bloodthirsty as always. Reinforcements are coming. Fly only at 39. Also, no consumables no more. Gotta pop that clarity on the Shadowhunter. But the Quillbeast is there perfectly positioned to prevent exactly that.
Yeah, no follow-up kills. The Raiders there with the Ensnares. Only able to find the Quillbeast, which actually does reach level 3 for the Blade Master. And now healing is kind of difficult for both. Moonjuice is dry. The Orc needs a long time to use those salves.
That is the red spot for Moon. Brilliance Aura, of course, would be the absolute dream. Beastmaster can tank. Quillbeast does the damage. Only the lap for Fly, but the right item at the right time can go very far. I assume this is the Cutgas Pipe.
That is the Cutgas Pipe. Oh my god, that is so much mana per second. That is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if Fly is ready for that. Without a second base, this match just shifted heavily in Moon's favor. And Happy Hawk, Blade and Dice, they're rubbing their hands. $1,500 getting closer and closer.
Yeah, that Catgas Pipe has insane value. And guess what? Moon is also going to get the next red cap. Seems like Fly is nowhere close to contest this. Fly doesn't have much vision. He's looking for a peon, but it feels like Fly is not really aware what exactly to do. He's retraining for Mirror Image. That's pretty cool. Will that be enough? We'll see.
We got Cloak of Flames. 10 DPS to every target around the Demon Hunter. Pretty good as well against a melee heavy army like Raiders. And now, do we have a TP? We do, as Fly is muscling up another attack.
TP home going to be forced. Fly. Not an upkeep. Doesn't really seem like he wants to take this fight. Speed scroll and boost is oftentimes what we see, but here mirror image and does commit. But perfect position on the talents. Nicely protected behind the summons, behind the demon. Flash to back up.
Really well done so far. Not much surface area. The expo isn't even crept for Fly, so even if he wanted to, he couldn't go for it. Heroes are also looking tremendous. 4-4-3. Heal ward in the back for Fly is good, but I feel like he lacks the firepower.
I like the Hunter's Hall here to upgrade late into the game. Ultra Vision, Wellspring, always really valuable upgrades. Alright, Fly, how can you find a victory here?
With Raider Lames, I guess, but the problem is if you retreat a little bit too slow, boom, there's Cyclone, and Moon can spam this Cyclone until the end of days. Is that, of course, the little downside is that Cyclone lasts forever, so he has to wait forever, and that's some time for Fly to get experience.
Take the hand off the keyboard, stretch a little bit, do a posture check, you know.
Rehydrate a little bit, maybe.
20 seconds, you can do a lot in that time.
Yeah, sip a tea. Oh,
you can do a lot in 20 seconds, Neo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you're talking about. Like what, Remo?
You can...
So much, huh?
You can...
So much you can't decide what to pick now.
Yeah, it's
really
you
tough.
can get across. You can get across the finish line sometimes, you know.
Correct. Like Moon is about to. Maybe with that push, because Fly did never invest into a war mill, did never invest into reinforced defenses. There's a severe lack of concrete, Remo.
Well, that's not good for the foundation of this orc base, is it?
Nope.
The peon has been given a little ticket, a little vacation. He's cycloning up in the air right now, enjoying the view.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
you
they
think?
like what he's seeing.
Especially when you're spinning like that, dude. I'd get so air sick if that's a thing. Yeah, I just vomit all over the place. Woo, woo, woo.
We have a counterattack going on. Fly. Can he take out the Knight of Base in time before everything back at home has fallen? The base here is certainly being raised. All the burrows are gone. The stronghold, though, is still half HP. The Fly isn't even going for the Tree of Eternity. These Moonwells don't seem to matter that much, I think.
There's also a Tree of Life coming up on the left-hand side. That should win Moon the game at last. Raiders, of course, way better at base racing. The Tinker not to be underestimated. Did Moon calculate this perfectly again? Did he? Oh, for once he did not. Haha, okay. Now we got the fight. Raider being surrounded, killed off immediately. Cyclone on the Shadow Hunter who carries the TP. Berserker falling, Fly down to 40. Reinforcements coming in from the Moonwells, and now we can get out. But...
Goblins!
What?
Clockwork Goblins!
Oh, he didn't micro them. Oh!
He could have prevented the TP, dude, if he had killed it off in time.
Yep.
Too bad. There's still a chance.
Always a chance. Dong, dong, dong. Close to level 5 Shadowhunter. That's not too bad. A little unfortunate for Fly. He has to rebuild pretty much everything.
Yeah. With a tiny workforce.
Yep.
We have 3 peons as part of the 31 supply. And a stupidly strong Night Elf army.
Yeah. Problematic is also Moon has 2 bases now. I mean, he's supply block too, but it's only 1 Moonwell instead of 4 burrows. So yeah, Moon about to knock Fly out.
Moon actually detonated all the wisps, so he can't make any buildings right now except for 1 wisp. But I think this should still be enough to seal the deal. Level 5 on this fiery looking Demon Hunter. Dark Sorrow leading his team to victory. Invoke potions pop. Beastmaster safe for now as well. Fly leaving the rest of what he has.
It's not much, dude. Especially not much damage. How do you want to deal with this overwhelming Night Elf force? 15 food ahead. And a close to level 5 Beastmaster who will always have mana to summon because there is a Katga's Pipe. Demon Hunter can't be dealt with. There's misses everywhere. Trying to control it well. Fly. By no means playing bad here. But Moon just next level.
The Talon plays successful today twice on the good Talon maps. Infi did it before for China, now Moon does it for Korea. Korea, the dominant region in this competition.
Maybe Blizzard was right and Talons need a nerf. GG! Korea won, Europe second, and China in their own competition, ending third, and with that, last place.
It was so close though, dude. Imagine how different things could have gone. If 40 had won his games, it would have been first instead of third.
Yep.
Kind of sad, but that's how it goes in the end.
That's true, man. One map separates them from the championship win. Insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how close the competition is between the three regions. The three regions worth mentioning in Warcraft 3. What?
SNS is gonna wrap you in a US flag and you're finally gonna see the love.
That's
for
okay.
NA.
That's okay.
As today also, tonight, the NA LoL Cup Finals number 4 are starting, guys. Don't forget about that.
Kind of trashed my own tournament here a lot, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Didn't think about that.
With this, a wonderful competition comes to an end. Lasted quite a while. Last month and this month, we had 4 weeks of back-to-back action. Europe, Korea, and China fighting it out, battling it out. Really hype, actually, to see it be so close in the end. I hope there's going to be another edition. This was really cool. Next time, without Amazonia, please. And would be looking forward to another installation of that, certainly. Today is the last day of the China, Korea, Europe Championship. But we have plenty more in store still today.
That is correct. Just a little recap here about the standings. As you see, South Korea with +2 at the end. Europe closely behind with -1 and 4-4. China also same map difference, but just one victory less. Maybe we shake up the lineups a bit, shake up the map pool a bit, keep the format. That was a hell of a lot of fun, as you said. In 1 hour and 45 minutes, we have BlizzCon, the opening ceremony where Warcraft 4 and maybe 5 will be announced. Where the big Warcraft 3 celebration, maybe they mention World of Warcraft and Diablo and the other stuff, but this BlizzCon, we all know it. It's all about Warcraft, the RTS. And we're going to be here to celebrate all the news that Activision, Blizzard, King, Microsoft, Vivendi is going to present us, and hope you're with me then. Right afterwards, we're going to do the Weekly Cup. I asked the people in the Weekly Cup Discord, do you want the regular time, but on a Wednesday? As Remote Tuesday, I'm going to go to a Fallout Boy concert. Ain't that great? So
That's my second favorite band.
Oh my
Sick.
God. If I had known, I had to, could have put you on the
Next time.
guest list.
Next
Yeah,
time,
next
definitely
time.
coming.
Oh, of course.
Definitely.
So yeah, I asked them if they wanted Wednesday or if they wanted today, but later after the opening ceremony. It was real close, but the people have spoken and we do it after. And then at night at 1 p.m., we're going to have the NA LoL Cup, Group A of the very, very last NA LoL Cup finals with Carson, hopefully. And that's 4 streams on one day.
That's pretty dope, bro. That's pretty dope, bro. And the action, of course, won't stop with this week. Next week, we're going to be back with the Adobe Ancient of Wonders Cup. Goes into the next edition, which I'm also very excited for, which is going to keep us nice and busy and occupied right before Raraland.
Right on, dude. This is going to be super cool. It's a team competition with 5 captains already selected. That is Happy Lin, Moon, Lawliot, and 120, I think. And it's also going to be a qualifier. Is it tomorrow? I'm not 100% sure, but there's a lot. Like, we put it on the homepage. You'll find it. Warcraft all day, every day, day in, day out. Oh, the qualifier's already done. Lol. Maybe that was today. So in PCG, Dice, Elegant, and Remind. Wait, did I cast this? Was that Wednesday? Oh, I think that was I think I casted this Wednesday.
Nice.
Yep, I did. I casted this Wednesday. Yep. So yeah, this competition is gonna start on Sunday. You might realize that I'm a bit overwhelmed with the work that we do because we want to provide you with so much action. If you want to reward that, we have a little page up called backtowarcraft.com/support where, guess what? You can support us with subbing to the Patreon, gifting us the Twitch sub, go for the YouTube membership as we're also streaming on YouTube now. We got one-time donations up via Streamlabs. You can give us your cryptocurrency. We have a merch store up with hoodies, shirts, hats, mugs, etc. And of course, we're provided by Holy Energy and Ice Tea, our beautiful sponsor that you should check out and use the coupon code BackToWarcraft5 and BackToWarcraft10. We say thank you to Mann mit dem Riesenrüssel, 600 bits. The whole night there will be talk about Warcraft Reshmashed. Reshmashed? Warcraft Reshmashed? I don't understand that, but maybe I don't have to. Check out raramerch.backtowarcraft.com. The t-shirts will only be available on site, and if we have some leftovers, they will go into the shop later. But you can order your mouse pads, your sleeves, your floor mats, your flags, and we also got some leftovers from last year, so grab the Rara merch. There's a big post about this on the Discord. Support the event if you can. 13 days to Rara. I'm out. You too?
Bye-bye.
Peace.
your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.